All good.
All right, good morning. Friday morning, the 4th of October. First show in a while. Absolutely no idea what our schedule is next week. If we're doing shows, I don't know that. But we're here today anyway. We're back. Thank God. Boy, how I miss this place. I was here yesterday actually doing the Unnamed. So Mike's here and Justin's here and Dave's here. What's going on, guys? What have I missed?
Same old, Kirk.
Yeah?
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yes.
You look good.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I feel fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm certainly not going. I saw some people the idea I'm going to tell people what's going. Those days are over. You're out of your fucking mind.
Interesting.
So speculate away, knock yourselves out. But yeah,
But not suspended.
as Dave said yesterday, I mean, there are some
Unsuspendable.
people you're not going to suspend this company. I'm definitely one of them.
It's wise.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Fired or do whatever
That
he
could
wants.
happen. That's almost happened. Yeah, suspended. No. No, I don't. I mean, I guess. What was the spec? Because something happened unnamed or something? What was the speculation?
The speculation was that you got into like an actual physical fight
Oh, okay.
at a
I
Barstool
don't think I
Survival.
would get suspended for that. I don't think Dave would suspend.
Well, I think
me
it was
for
that.
truthfully.
Wasn't it
Probably
that he
not.
gave Chris Klemmer a wedgie, and he pulled the wedgie so hard that the string of it then hit Gia? Was it
Gia in the face,
who actually
yes.
isn't in Surviving.
I mean, if I won't give anything away, but if it was Klemmer, it'd have to be in the first 10 minutes of the show. But whatever. Boy, was he home early. Oh, God. Home for the third inning of that first Mets game.
What happened to no spoilers?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. I raised my fist to Chris Klemmer at one point in the competition. I will say that.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
That could be anything, though.
Could be
a
anything.
fist bump.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
In a violent manner.
Okay.
Yeah.
That narrows it down a little more.
Yeah. But I will not say whether but it would be a very odd suspension from the end of Surviving to Unnamed on Thursday. That'd be a 2-day
Yeah, that
suspension.
wouldn't have made much
very
sense.
specific, and I don't think Dave would do that without saying he did it. It'd be great for the Surviving if I was suspended. That'd be a good tease heading into it. I said at the top of Unnamed yesterday, season 1 was crazy. This was way crazier. Way crazier.
It's tough.
Way
We don't know
crazier.
when we're going to see it, so it's just...
Oh,
December.
he said
Hanging over
December.
our heads.
Yeah.
December.
Right
Oh,
around
it's- oh,
Thanksgiving.
okay.
Yeah,
all
He
right.
said right
This
around,
takes forever. They do a good job with this. This takes forever. I mean, there's so many.
Well, that's really not
hours.
bad. That's what people were complaining about, it coming out in December. That's
Were
not
they?
bad.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Where some people
Well,
complain.
you said
Cyber
people were
Monday.
like, why does it take so long or whatever?
I did one today.
On Unnamed show. You were like, I see some
Oh,
people
well, yeah.
complain,
You say,
like,
you say in the like last year, it's like because I think I was on the heels of the Gall. Why does it take? It's like, well, this. I mean, it is. If you go, if I'm going from one room to another, there are 3 cameras following me the whole time.
Right.
So I mean, it's like you can't do it. You wake up in the morning, you get out. Assuming I was in the place for even one day, you get up, you go, and there's just camera. No matter what, there's cameras all over. It was great. I had a unbelievable. It was incredible experience. It was wild, and I'm, $250,000 richer.
Interesting.
Or maybe I'm not. Who's to say? Who's to say?
Were you injured in Unnamed?
you mean
In
Surviving?
Unnamed?
I'm sorry, Surviving.
Yes, I was. I was, but that's not why I was out. Not, and when I was out, it had nothing to do with Surviving.
Okay.
0.
Complete coincidence.
0.0. Yeah. So, and like I said, I don't know. I just don't know going forward. I could be off for the next 3 weeks. We could do a full show next week. I have no. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not going to get into it. But such is life. But yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was wild. I'm sure I would like not. I don't want to spoil anything. God knows, but I mean, I would love to tell you guys everything. But if you give me a couple of names, I'll give you stock up, stock down. How's that? I'll do that for you. In my world, for me anyway.
How about Taylor Lewan?
Up.
I was gonna say we saw something. So
You saw something.
yeah,
What did you see?
well, just something.
What are you talking
What did you
about?
say?
He followed.
Not from
he
the
followed
show. He followed the account.
He followed the account.
Yeah, it's public
That's
information. Yeah, it was just kind of
There you
it was
go.
a message. It was a sign of respect.
Or it could be like, I'm watching you.
That also could be that. Yeah. I mean, I loved Will. So, yeah, who knows?
Will Compton.
Well, you're not gonna have to deal with him anymore.
I'll find
after
out.
the Super Bowl.
That's true.
probably.
Yeah, they're gone anyway. So, no, great guy, wonderful guy. Everyone's a couple of people. As this happens to the show, friendships are ruined forever.
Of course.
That's the game, all over the place. It was. I think I said this on the name. One episode in particular is insane. So,
Excited.
yeah, it should go well. It should do very well. I'm excited. We all had a good time. So, yeah, and yeah. I mean, congratulations to Ron.
Does
Very
he
happy
think
for him.
he said
250,000.
yesterday? He said yesterday on a name that he wants to pitch that to Netflix and streaming services.
Yep.
Does he think that's like legit in play for this season or like next season or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I couldn't. I mean, it's ready made. They're handing it over to him.
Right.
You know, it's not Netflix. I mean, I'm probably best Justin to talk about Netflix, not you.
Yeah.
Give my relationship with the streaming service. I did have a call in Chicago with the Netflix people.
Ooh.
That was the service on my phone. I called. It wasn't working.
I can't get
It
it.
was frustrating.
How do I download the app?
So I'm a star. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They're putting a reel together. I don't know if it's too, like I said, too inside. If some random guy in Illinois knows nothing about Barstool, but it's just people who hate each other and are doing shit. So if you like reality television, I don't know if it matters who the characters are necessarily.
It doesn't seem Barstool. Like, I'm trying to think of last year. It didn't seem like there were a lot of references
No.
that you'd have to know.
Definitely
I guess
not.
some of the games were
Yeah.
related, like taping to the wall and shit
But
like
if they
that. But that could
explain
just
that,
be
you
anything.
can also explain that in the host can do that in
Sure.
30 seconds. And
Yeah.
who gives a shit once it gets going? So yeah, I don't know. We shall see. But it was an interesting experience. That's for sure. That's for fucking sure. Jesus. So yeah.
So
You gonna say something, Justin, or no?
I was gonna say he said he's gonna pitch like the second half of the season to the streaming services.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that seems
I don't know. I don't know how that would be.
I don't
like,
think that's. I
that
think. I
seems
think he
weird.
just said that wrong. There's no way.
Oh,
I mean, it
okay.
doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know. Dave is a better businessman than I, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I had a nice time, very competitive experience, and on we go. On we go to the next thing, whatever the fuck that is. So, what else is going on?
well, the next thing, you have a new show that was announced.
Who does?
You do.
I do. What the hell am I doing?
The Geniuses.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm just kind of helping. I'm there with Brandon. So yeah, that's gonna be. I don't know when that's. I think that starts.
He said October.
Jeff did.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I think it starts this month. Brandon and I are taking on different people who tried out. They had some trial process, and so it's our expertise against theirs. And I think we're gonna have a floating third Barstool person with each game. I think. I don't know if I'm giving that away or not, but that should start this month. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Because I think trivia starts late this year, post Super Bowl.
Yes.
Doesn't. It's probably a good idea. Give it a little break and then boom, sort of accelerated. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. For sure. Yeah. No, Brandon's stock is neutral. He was. I only saw him once or twice. So, yeah, there were not a lot of office people there during the week.
Oh, on purpose? I
Yeah.
assume?
That seemed like that was kind of a mandate. I think they had to do a couple of things. I think they did do the yak.
Yeah.
Well, what's his face? So,
I like the big head. I saw him tweet something like someone asked, like, said,
I
hey,
don't,
like,
I don't, I don't follow him on Twitter anymore.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Dan Katz, stock up or down?
We'll find out. We'll find out. What did he say?
Someone tweeted him on said like, oh, the yak was good this week. He's like, I haven't listened, but I'm sure it was great. It's like, what a weird thing to say.
There's no way. I mean, it's crazy. There's just things you just miss.
Yeah.
Way different than last year because, like we didn't have our phones as much, which we talked about that day before. Like there are huge stretches of the day we don't have our phones, which is great. My take on it was the minute you walked in on Monday morning to when you left, whenever you were eliminated or when you should drop your phone and not be allowed to touch it.
Yeah.
You should have it. If you're in the game, you're in the game. So I missed stuff like just no fucking idea half this shit was going on. I missed the whole fucking Mutt one that Thursday.
Well,
Missed the whole thing?
yeah, that's
Not much.
Yeah,
Huh?
not the
think a
worst
lot of
thing to
people
happen to you.
That was juiceless last night, huh? A waste of your time, Justin, huh?
It
You gonna do 4 more of those?
I think that would. There's more than that.
5 more, right?
Let me see.
I
I didn't even watch a second of it last night.
I think
I watched like 10 seconds of it.
There's 5 more.
Yeah.
I think
halfway
I'm a
done.
rare person that can relate to what Justin is going through. I thought of this as I was watching the program.
Yeah.
Do you remember we all watched the first episode of Bob Hart's Abishola?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Discussed it on the show and everything.
Right.
And then I'm not sure if you were even aware of this. I watched the second,
Oh.
maybe even the third.
Oh, I was long gone. Yeah.
And that's what I think Justin is going through, where he's like, why am I even doing
I was
this?
texting him yesterday. I was like, you have to do this. But I was like, ah, fuck him. Well, make him do it.
I don't mind it.
Really?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
That's a long drive.
That's the spirit.
I'll drive to if there was a pizza place you liked and
Yeah, but that might be like valuable to the show.
Yeah, you get a slice.
I feel like this is past value at this point.
I think he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, you like to do it. But, I mean, nobody cares anymore, right? Like, I didn't see any real tweets about it last night.
It's tough. There was a troubling microcosm of what the show actually is last night.
Happy birthday to you.
Who's this?
Happy birthday.
They're singing happy birthday to the bomber, which at its core, that's what this show really is. The bomber brought in two assholes.
I told you
to
guys
sing him a
this.
happy birthday.
Right. What did I say at the beginning? It's like that guy, Dino's buddy. I told you this. Scott, whatever his name was.
Right.
Butrin. Was that his name? I don't know what the hell his name is.
Neary, I think.
No. The guy who ran Mohegan, who was Dino's buddy.
Yeah.
These guys just want, he wants a little toy, so he has it. And Mutt does it. Mutt hates. I talked to him about yesterday. He fucking hates Shander so much. And he's like, when it's over, I'll just finally say how much I hate him. Like, well, it's like we all know you hate each other now.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Why are you pretending?
But that doesn't even come through anymore. Now they're just like
That
fine.
fake,
Like they don't even give a
right.
shit to talk shit to each other.
That's even worse.
It's tough. But Mutt's the only one. I'll give Mutt this. He's the only one that pretends to care anymore. Aton is completely checked out. He is just talking loud and saying nothing.
I'm guessing he's not showing up in Mohegan one day, huh?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not getting that sense?
That ship has sailed. And the bomber is, quite frankly, an asshole.
Oh, total prick.
He runs a sports book, and he's like, well, guys, listen, don't take gambling too serious. Like, don't care. You shouldn't care about the games or anything.
Right.
Well, what's the point of
now
any
that
of
you're
this?
7-1, there's some pressure. Do you feel like you're gonna like the bright lights of like a star quarterback when the bright lights show up? Can you still perform?
That's what it sounds
Now
like
people-
still?
Yeah.
He just does not realize that he's not using the two microphones that are in front of him for some
How
reason.
does he not? You keep saying it. How does he not
It's
realize
so
it?
because somebody needs to fucking tell him.
I mean, maybe you need to go next week.
Yeah, but we didn't. Well,
Plug his mic.
Well, I'm not allowed to help.
yeah, we're not helping them.
Oh, that's true. Right.
It would be nice if the host of the show, Aton Shander, would tell him you sound like fucking shit.
Who's he talking to? The bomber?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
expecting wins every week.
Absolutely, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever.
Is that you?
You know, having your
Throughout
last
the entire show,
$5 on the dice
scream
table and the
bomber.
dice are in the air. That's pressure. These are just games.
Fuck you.
Well, then who?
Just game.
Then why are we watching this fucking show, you asshole? This man.
I was watching this. I was there one of the days last week in the gambling cave, and every fucking show when the games are on, it's about fucking gambling. It's like unwatchable television. Who gives a fuck what anybody thinks about a game?
But-
I know we do the Barstool, but I'm like, nobody fucking like. Why do these guys think anybody believes them?
Who really gives a fuck when the guy is like,
Yeah.
I mean, man, pressure is being a contractor in August and the heat is bearing down on you. You got bills to pay.
What does much say to that?
These are just games.
They're just games. One of the games you got right last week was the Ravens. You picked them to beat Buffalo.
He's just a pro. He just goes right on,
Oh.
right into
Yeah,
it.
they just
This
get,
is
all right, so this is
dreadful.
all meaningless. I schlep down here 2 hours a week.
And I can tell you, Dave, the Mutt juice is gone with Dave. I mean, he doesn't give two fucks anymore. Mutt blew this one like only he could. Like, does not care.
That would be a great cut for like the unnamed show in Portnoy. Is like, well, what are you gonna do? Just cut to Mutt going, "Happy birthday to you."
That's not true. He's going around New England at various kicking events with Stephen Gostkowski. Is that what that was?
That's a pretty good one. We tried to think of the Patriot. That's a pretty good one.
I guess.
Last year, $200 million in the lottery to New Hampshire schools. That's thanks to you folks, you players. Thank you so much for your commitment. Halftime, St. A's at Manchester. Let's give away some money. We have 3 local kickers.
He's just an infomercial guy.
That's sad.
It's nice.
You don't think that's sad at all?
No, I like that stuff. He's good at
I
that
saw people
stuff.
on Twitter being like, geez, why making fun of him? Because it's fucking pathetic. That's why. He could have worked for Barstool. He could have a real job.
in comparison.
Huh?
That's the main problem. It's like if he didn't have a job offer out there and he was trying to build up
Yeah,
a
he's
resume or
hustling.
something, it was like that's fine. But he was offered a full-time
He's
position.
doing this. He's like running around doing like high school. What are you talking about? Lottery? What is he? Who's he representing there?
the New Hampshire Lottery, I believe.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's like $50.
I mean, he's not talented.
That's true. I mean, nobody can argue that. Jesus. But anyway, yeah. So he was like, yeah, I hate this fucking guy. It's a disaster. You were right. I was like, well, I don't know, you got 5 more hours with him. So good luck. Who knows? I don't know.
It is a fun way to look.
Oh, God. I guess it's not that bad, but I mean, he goes up there every week. By the way, there's no reason for him to be there.
Right.
You just do it from his house.
Well, he's there, so... Oh, this is disgusting. Maybe Justin doesn't want to spoil this, but I know now,
What's
so
that?
I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did they really make the employees line up to cheer for the bomber?
Yes.
Oh my God.
When the bomber's being introduced, all the Mohegan employees.
This man's a monster. Quite frankly.
So they thought he was being introduced at like 6:15. So they I was like, oh, everyone's coming around, and then the manager's like, comes around, he's going on at 6:25, and then so they all go back to doing their work, and they all come back.
10 more minutes of freedom.
Oh God.
Justin loves this guy though. Like there's a real relationship.
I understand why
forming
Mutt
between
fell in
those
love with the bomber.
Yeah, Justin's the only guy who like even finds this entertaining anymore. Like nobody was anybody else there?
So there was me, Bear, of course.
Yeah.
Loophole came there.
Oh, the caller. I did see that clip. Yeah.
From Iowa.
Yeah.
There was another Minifan named Jared who
He drove from Iowa for this?
he was in Springfield.
Oh, okay.
Visiting family.
Okay.
And so he came down for
Oh,
that.
sure, naturally. Yeah, if you're visiting family. Yeah.
Springfield, which is a cool hour and a half
I
away.
mean, we're back in 7 hours. Yeah, go ahead.
And then there was another Minifan named Jared there, who brought his wife. And then, but if you take away anyone who's a Minifan,
No one was there.
no, there are.
Oh.
There are people who.
I saw very old people.
Yes, they're very old people who, in the middle of the show, he'll be doing the show, and then he'll be like, hit him, 3, 3, 3, go, damn it! They'll just be yelling at the horse.
Watching the game. Oh.
the horse racing.
This guy's blathering on about something.
Does Mutt think it's a good show when he's done? Like, I know he said on the clip, but do you think it's a good show in actuality or no?
I think he thinks he gets the job done.
Yeah.
Doing the best with what the hand he's
Which
given.
is true, I would say.
I
That
guess
is
so.
true.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway. So
He
there you go.
loves calling out Justin. Like every chance he
I
gets, he
know.
has to
I
mention
know.
it.
Did you watch the whole thing?
The majority of it, yes.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I watched like 10 seconds. This is awful. I'm sad. Makes me sad. I'm guessing the numbers are probably down.
Numbers were down. So the week 1 in the live chat, you can see there was like hundreds. There was like 600-700 people in the live chat. This past last night, 10 minutes in, there was 90.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
I think it
That's
peaked
not
at
good.
like 110.
Well, maybe they'll have a big finale. Who knows? What else is going on?
Can we talk about this KFC video from this morning celebrating the Mets win last night?
Yeah.
Did you see this video?
I think Kevin weighs more than Frank the Tank now. That was my takeaway from one video I saw. Holy
They're
moly.
going in different directions. Frank's
Yeah.
losing weight. To be fair.
Jesus. Why is Kevin not at the streaming thing?
It's just,
Did you see that? He wasn't there.
I thought he was.
it's insane.
No, not last night.
Right? Am I wrong?
He was not there.
Frank was there. His handler there was there. The guy who, what's his name?
Jenks.
Mikey. Oh,
Jenks.
is that Jenks?
That's
Klemmer was there. Rico was there, and a couple Klemmer, somebody, right? But I was like, where's Meek Phil. I'm like, where's Kevin? Kevin's. Oh, the Mets had a great win last night. Pete Alfonso, right?
Yes.
Alonso, sorry. He had a big 3-run homer, and everybody was excited.
Yep.
To win the wild card series. Go ahead.
So this is KFC this morning, we believe, bright and early.
Good.
Yeah.
Yo, I just went into the other room right now because I'm actually crying over the boys calling Howie back to the Flames celebrate.
He's kidding, right?
Is this real?
No, I'm so mentally ill about this.
No one's denying that.
Crying at 6:30 in the morning because of Howie celebrating with the boys. Howie is such an institution on that team. That was such an awesome moment. I am so crazy.
Howie Rose?
Howie Rose.
Everyone is blowing this guy. I mean, Kevin's insane. Everyone's blowing this guy's call. Like, it's the greatest call of all time. As I always say, it's a
Williams sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Pretty well hit. Freeland back at the wall. He jumps. It's gone. He did it. He did it. Pete Alonso with the most memorable home run of his career. Pumps his fist as he rounds second. It's a 3-run homer.
Fine.
He's given.
Totally fine. Like, was that a great call?
Not particularly.
Saying what happened. I never get that. It was like,
It was good. It was
like
fine.
the guy said David Ortiz's name 6 times. Like, it's fine. It's a good call. He said he watched what's happening in front of him, and he said what was happening.
I don't think it's going to be like a Jack
There's a bottle
Buck.
of water here. There's a phone. There's a TV. He said what was going on. I never get that. Like, I thought it was fine.
But Kevin wasn't crying about the call. He was crying that the Mets players, after, you know how there's a celebration after every single,
Yeah.
that they invited him down to celebrate.
Invite Kevin down?
No, that they invited the announcer.
Howie Rose?
Yes.
So he was in the clubhouse celebrating with the boys.
Oh.
And
That's why he was crying?
That was such a touching moment. That's like
That's gay.
He's lying. Luckily, Kevin's lying. I think they thought I would make fun of him. No, he's making it up.
This is like 5 o'clock in the morning. He filmed this.
Oh, he's nuts. But I mean, I saw these guys. So there's some. I guess I'm happy for them, but I don't know. I think so much is performative when they're streaming too, and I'm just kind of like whatever. I don't believe any of it's real. I think they're happy, but I think they amplify it. So, But yeah, I didn't care about Howie Rose's call. Like I don't care about anybody's call. Calls. Remember they were all excited. What's his face? That guy with the toupee used to call the Bruins games. He went to Vegas. What's his name?
Gosher?
Oh,
yeah. He had a
Bergeron.
Yeah, I'm sure you tweet how great it was at the time.
Fantastic call. Yeah,
Said the guy's name.
I want him back.
The guy's name 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, what's so? What would you say if he scored the shot score? Patrice Bergeron.
You do. I remember when I was a bigger sports fan, though. You do get swept. I probably would have been like, "This is amazing." Like, I can't believe.
I would do it even when I was a sport. I would kill these announcers and like Rob and all these guys would get mad at me. Like, it's not. It's the easiest job in the world. The easiest job in the world is a play-by-play guy in sports. Nothing. That's how easy it is. Women do it now.
Well,
even when they're menstruating. That's how easy it is.
Do they though?
Well, I mean, not well, but I'm just saying. No, but that's my point. Is like like when they were all honoring Joe Castiglione, like the guy fucking called games for.
Well, that was emotional.
It was emotional.
That was emotional.
Another season is gone. My 42 years here have gone so quickly.
That's depressing.
But now it's time to say goodbye to Red Sox Nation.
Oh, hold on. You hear this? The guy they throw it to, what's his name? The most sensitive guy of all time.
Fleming, it's perfect.
Guy who literally, like, I was at that conference in Austin years ago, that podcasting thing they sent me down to. And Will Flemming was there, and he's like, "Yeah, you made fun of me a couple of times on the show." I was like, "Yeah, you suck at your job. Like, what do you want? You're a play-by-play guy. Have a sense of humor." I thought it was a cry. It was like Kevin. It was a cry.
Well,
can he cry? We'll find out.
At least on a regular basis. And to pass the baton to my good friend.
I'm sorry, Will. When he says least a regular basis, that means just losers and they'll call like 30 games
back,
next year. Like, just go home, Joe. Go play with your grandkids.
That was kind of sad.
Try and fix that retarded son of yours, Duke Castiglione, one of the biggest retards I've ever met in my life.
I was like,
what?
You hate that guy, don't you?
Oh, my God. He is just, 50 years ago, Joe and his lovely wife had driven him to a home and pat him on the head. Said, go play with a toy.
Well, at least Sterling had to, like, there was a break, and then he's like, all right, fine, I'm coming back. Castiglione's already...
Well, let's not make Sterling out like he's also needy as fuck.
No, but he's already resigned.
Came back the same year he retired.
In Sterling's last game, he wasn't like, but I'm going to be back for the playoffs. He wasn't already assuming he's going to be back.
You got a big TV.
That's right.
The Yankees gave him a TV.
That's very nice.
He worked for 50 years to give him a TV.
He probably doesn't have one.
Does Will Flemming have a good perspective on the whole thing? I think he will. That's my guess.
And to pass the baton to my good friend, Will Flemming.
Well, thank you so much, Joe. Wow, beautiful words by a beautiful man.
Thank you.
Why is he emotional?
Joe Castiglione's one of his kids' isn't he the godfather of one of his kids?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Why? It's not Will Fleming's achievement.
Well, still, look, sure.
Beautiful words by a beautiful man.
I was around my parents when my parents died, it was their achievement. I was still upset.
Oh my God.
So emotional.
Died.
Well, that's what it sounds like. It goes by so fast.
Joe's like, yeah, I'm gonna call lesser games next year.
Does Will Flemming know when the minute he says beautiful words from him, does he know he's an asshole the minute he says that?
No, I don't think so.
Like, there's a way to do that. Like, look, if you're close to somebody, I'm sure he considers him a mentor. My guess is they probably fucked a couple of times on the road. Did you have a couple of drinks? God knows McDonough's around. They did. So I'm just kidding. Of course, he's a national and local announcer. But if you're around the guy a lot, you go to these events, you spend a lot of time, you're very close to him. So I get that. Like, it's sad. You're not going to see him anymore. But, like, beautiful
Castiglione's not crying. Castiglione's like, well, I'm going to be getting out of here.
Like, let me hear Will again.
Wow, beautiful words by a beautiful man.
Thank you, and to Sean McDonough, too, a great friend. In fact, many years with the Red Sox.
Sean, lift your head up from underneath the desk, would you? We'll try.
That's what's Castiglione's not even acknowledging that the man is having a breakdown. He's like, yeah. And Sean McDonough's been great.
And Doug Lane, and all the statisticians, and all the people at Shaw's.
Castiglione couldn't give a fuck about this.
No. Well, he's probably humiliated for the guy. What do you say?
Beautiful words by a beautiful man.
That's a crazy sentence.
Announcers I've told you this, play-by-play guys are insane.
They're sick.
They're the craziest people I've ever met in my life. You're talking about like Grandy, who's nuts.
He had one, didn't he? Grandy had a tweet, didn't he?
Oh, I'm sure he did. He probably, Orsillo, insane. Dale, nuts.
Why is that? Why specifically play-by-play?
I think they spend so much time in their own heads, like calling stuff, and they also
Thinking
want to
about
be like
words.
athletes.
Yeah.
It's like a weird. They're all they're not people. They've all grown up watching these guys who also aren't people.
Right.
Oh, here it is. Hard to process losing Joe, Mike, and Jack in the same year. It's like a piece of Boston sports ice shelf has broken off. I used to be the kid around here. Life comes at you quick. Joe deserves all the love he'll get today.
He knew Granny would make something about himself in there, and he did. I used to be the kid. What do you say, Joe? What?
Joe deserves all the love he'll get today.
Good.
Yeah, he sure does. More, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he got more apparently.
Oh, is that right?
Guess so.
What we got? Did Rob say something or no?
Apparently there was a song made.
What?
Oh, geez, you're going to that.
Who did?
Okay. This is a local band who released a song titled Castiglione. Have you heard this?
I'm not. No, I haven't heard it. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
All right.
High heat burning on my left foot. Now I've been riding the clutch since Dorchester.
Oh, God.
Gonna run this truck right to the ground.
You know, all those Dorchester truckers.
Oh, flying around.
It ain't no choice, no money to be found. So I'm marking time as the innings pass on an AM radio, humming low and fast. I can just make it past the Braintree split. Oh, take me home, Castiglione. High heat burning down a Fenway night. Pedro's rolling down Route 3 south.
Okay, I think I got it.
Why?
They sell tickets.
Why?
They're not like an unknown band.
They suck.
Dalton and the Sheriffs. They're like a moderately sized band.
Good for them, but that's terrible.
Yeah.
Are they gonna like do that at a concert and people are gonna cry?
Absolutely.
Will Flemming will cry.
Jesus, poor Will. I'll put Sochi in that group too. They're all nuts. That's my point. They're crazy.
Yeah. I guess it's probably because they kind of they obviously were obsessed with sports as kids.
Yeah.
And they look at their careers the way they would look at like Hank Aaron's career, you know?
Well, sure.
Like it has the same importance.
Remember Arcillo said he did his like 3,000th. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
guys are nuts.
Yeah.
So I love Mike. Mike Gorman's a wonderful guy. Like, he didn't do any of that shit.
Right.
Like, he just does his thing and leaves and, he's done. He's not coming back. I'll give Dale credit. Dale left.
He sure did.
Sure he's turned down cameos, but still. He's has director's key. He's got final right over that. That's fine. But Jesus, God. Who knows? I know I miss my Miltons all week. Milton's a store for men. 3 great locations. South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill. Or at the Burlington Mall. Shop online at miltons.com. Fall is here. We are officially in fall season. Beautiful day today. Stay warm and look good. It's cold in the morning. I'm telling you. You're wearing your jackets now. Fall vests. Faraday, Peter Millar. Coats as well. Buy one, get a free suit. That continues to roll on right now. Plenty of fall weddings. I know that. Go to miltons.com or the 3 great locations and take a look around. What else?
How about the Patriots censoring content yesterday?
Boy,
See that?
one of the great journalists of all time, Evan Lazar, who I wasn't familiar with until yesterday. Evidently, do we have the sound of him spouting off? What program is this? He's first?
This is the Catch 22 podcast on the Patriots podcast network.
Catch 22.
Yeah.
Double meaning.
Here's my
Hold
problem.
on. So if 22 players are falling from the sky, you have to catch them all?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Who is this? Evan Lazar and who?
Alex Barth.
Alex Barth is on this
Yes.
episode. Oh,
Yep.
good. Okay.
Here's my problem, Alex. Right now, they're
When
teetering
did we become
on
children? Like, I know I'm old, but he sounds like he's 5 years old. No?
They're both very young.
Oh,
I believe.
God. Get some hair in your dick. Right, Dave?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Am I right, Mike?
I agree. There aren't a lot of polished voices anymore.
No. If this guy, you know what this guy needs to do? Start fucking.
Yeah.
Get some cum out. You
That's
got a lot of
true.
cum build up, I think.
I'm going to call it. I don't think Patriots Network pays people that well. It's just a gut feeling.
Well, yeah, I guess probably not. I don't know. Boy, there's going to be Justin, his stupid friend, and 6 people at that game on Sunday. Good luck watching Jacoby Brissett play the Dolphins' 90th quarterback of the year. Game's like, I mean, I know it's technically a sellout. There's going to be nobody there. It'll be a beautiful day, I'm sure.
They might charge your Husky a ticket now.
No shit.
I think it will be packed, But I think like in November, December, as soon as the weather like dips below 50 degrees.
I don't think it'll be packed on Sunday. No way. Packed? I guess maybe the weather's still good, but boy, to go watch this product?
That's fucking rough.
Which I told you, you know. What did I tell you in that Seattle game? In overtime.
You said.
Go for it on fourth down.
Yes. You have nothing to lose.
Get a fucking win. How dumb does it look now? I know. I mean, they're not winning another game this year.
That's very
I
realistic.
think they're favored on Sunday, though.
They are. They're favored by.
Yeah, because the Dolphins look like shit now too.
Yeah. I know that coach is wacky, but nobody thinks he's that much of a genius anymore, right? That Dolphins coach. Right?
Oh, we'll
That's the
see.
thing. You need a quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, Justin. God, I'm sorry, Alex. And who is it? Kyle DeLuz?
Alex Barr.
Who's Kyle DeLuz?
Your former intern from WEI.
He produced Triad.
Okay. Who's the other guy? Alex Barth and who?
Evan Lazar is the one who.
Lazar. That's close to DeLuz. That's what I was thinking. There was an L in there somewhere.
That was a good reference.
Kyle DeLuz. That was the name in my head. Who is that?
He produced at EEI.
Oh, that's right. He had like a nervous breakdown. Boy, that show,
I don't know.
that show
He
broke
did?
people.
I thought didn't he apply to be a producer here originally?
Probably.
Hey, nice kid.
Yeah.
I hope he isn't like. I hope he's like in like some other business. I hope he's in like I don't even know, Ferns or something because he's
I don't know if that's a business.
whatever it is. He should not make a Kleenex boxes or something because this business was not for him.
Yeah.
Not for him. It shouldn't be for anybody, honestly. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Alex.
Right now, they're teetering on mutiny in that locker room, and I don't want to be alarmist or like hyper. What's the word? I don't want to speak.
Hold on. First of all, people took this guy seriously. There's two kids talking.
What's the word?
There's two children. You think he has any fucking idea what's going on in the locker room?
I don't mean to be hybrid here, but
And I don't want to be alarmist or like hyper. What's the word? I don't want to speak. Yeah, hyperbolic.
There you go,
Thank
buddy.
you. I don't. But I was in that locker room after the game on Sunday. The defense is mad at the defense. The offense is mad
I
at
get a feeling
the
this guy's in the
offense.
locker room. He's looking a lot like somebody in a recent FX series, gawking around. Just a guess. I mean, holy moly!
times are different. These stereotypes don't hold up.
Sure, I understand, but I'm sure he's a nice kid. But like, so then the Patriots scrubbed it.
Patriots scrubbed it.
And this guy went crawling on that Fatso's radio show, right?
Yeah, Joe Murray.
Oh my God, he seems like a nice guy, Joe Murray. It's like Big Ev. When you're that young and you're that big, like get your shit together, right, Justin?
Yeah, I want to fucking say that.
Jesus.
I don't understand what they scrub. Why were they upset with him?
Because he's saying the Patriots locker room is in mutiny.
Defense is angry at
So the
defense.
Patriots,
The Patriots are like censoring that.
yes, yeah, because like we don't even know that. Like, they don't even take this guy seriously.
That's real. As a Patriots fan, that's it. Because for years it was like they liked that Felger and Maz would criticize the team,
But not in house.
That's when they were winning.
But also not in house though.
But the media people take this guy seriously. Like they
But they were the
once you
Patriots
get
radio
in,
network.
once you get in,
That's
there-
different than the Patriot. But their attitude would be like, well, we're not afraid of people, but when it's in their own.
We're not hiring them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's stupid. I mean the idea of maybe take this guy seriously. Who's taking this guy seriously? Like Felger?
Bob Kraft.
I mean, everybody's talking about it.
I know, but like
But also the idea that like I'm a Patriots fan and I'm like, oh, I listen to this podcast. Maybe things aren't great. They're like 1-3 and they're
Yeah,
like
but
the
it
worst
takes
team I've
a-
ever
but it
fought.
takes
Oh shit!
off.
Are things going bad?
But it takes off. Like, who was the first one? I know Jerry Thornton tweeted it. Then all of these other media members start tweeting it, and now
Right.
it's the topic of every radio show.
I know,
on the market.
but they need to talk about something though. Nobody thinks.
I mean, it would blow over. but
But nobody thinks that this guy knows what's going on in the Patriots locker room. Like intellectually, this guy's 4 years old. He doesn't even know to describe the level of which he's overstating. He doesn't know what that word is. Like, even if it's true, it's dumb. They stink.
Also,
of course they suck. Of course there's shit going on.
Isn't it better if people are talking negative about the Patriots? Because otherwise they just wouldn't be talking about them.
It's the most irrelevant Patriots team since the 2000 team, since the first
Not
year
even
of
close.
Belichick,
Yeah.
because there's no Belichick drama this year. Obviously, there's no Brady drama this year. There's no nothing this year. Like, this is the most irrelevant year since.
And Drake May's not playing.
And he's not going to play.
Yeah.
So since 2000, in a quarter century, essentially, and that is tough. That is a tough. So if you're hosting a radio show and you can't talk about anything else, you'll fucking talk about it, even though you know it's bullshit. Like, 'cause, I mean, you think anybody thinks this? And then he went on with Joe Murray and started. You just basically said he was wrong.
Today, you had some comments on your podcast.
First of all, this is a house organ. Joe Murray, who's been told by the Patriots to do this interview, interviewing another house organ who's been told by the Patriots. This is a Patriots-controlled conversation, right?
This is the
I could
principal's
confirm
office.
this.
I understand you've been misbehaving.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the principal's
Like, what the
office.
fuck? Go ahead.
You like to rephrase them here on the show.
Yeah, look, you know Barth pretty well as I do, him and I can get into some pretty heated debates and arguments over things, even off the air sometimes, as we tend to do. And I'll fully admit I got a little carried away today on the podcast. And I'm sure you've been there, Joe, yourself, just in the heat
I have a
of the
note here from
moment,
John the Crowd that says you molest children. Well, I'm attracted to them sexually. I'm not going to...
Whatever they say is correct.
What are you guys texting away at each other?
Oh, no, I just texted Joe to see if they asked him to have him on. Like, if they...
Oh, I'm sure he's going to say yes.
He would. He would.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Boy, that's great reporting, Dave. Good job.
Oh, never mind. No, I booked him on Monday for Thursday.
You booked that guy on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it's a weekly spot.
Gotta fill time.
That's a weekly spot?
Lucky.
Jesus.
Even sent proof. Nice.
Well, good.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice kid, the guy there, but I mean, whatever. I mean, it's great for sports talk radio. I will say that because, to Mike's point, there's nothing else to talk about.
Right. What else are you going to talk about?
Nothing else.
Boy, Jacoby Brissett really got beat up.
Nobody intellectually thinks May should play. Like, I understand people want that to happen, but of course he shouldn't. And they stink, and you should be rooting for them to lose, which they're going to do.
Yeah.
Maybe not this week, but they're going to keep losing and losing and losing and losing. I think. Don't you think, Justin?
Oh yeah, they're going to lose a lot. Need an offensive tackle. That's offensive.
Is Mayo going to be a one and done coach?
There's no way. They can't.
Kraft can't admit
They
that.
can't hype him up and say he's like the first black coach in Patriots history, make this whole thing, and then fire him after 1 year.
And it'd be like a horrible mistake by Kraft. Like he would not allow himself to say he made that kind of mistake.
Yes.
2 or 3 years at least.
Just to clarify, I don't know that saying he's the first black coach in Patriots history is hype. He is, right?
Yes.
It'd be great if they were lying about that.
I don't really hiding anybody. I don't think.
I will say you can play that fucking clip of him getting Gatorade poured all over him after week 1.
That's embarrassing.
Who can?
Yeah.
You can because it's...
Who, you can or can't?
You can because it's disgusting.
What? You're allowing me to play? Is that what you're saying?
No, anyone can.
What? That's true. Even if it wasn't disgusting, anyone can
go
play
ahead.
it.
Finally.
Gatorade bass.
We can all go ahead now.
2 games.
Why are you saying anybody can play it?
I think it just means it was a bad moment that anybody could call back on to make him look like an asshole.
Okay. Even though he's black.
Even though he's black.
Okay.
And all the hype around that.
Around that, yes. Okay. Okay. What else?
Did you see Megalopolis came out?
Yeah, you saw it, huh?
I did see it.
Yeah, Jeff said it was horrific. He says it's the worst movie you've ever seen?
It wasn't like...
Did you stay through the whole thing?
I fell asleep for part of it.
Yeah, that can happen.
It was like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And did you not see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's like not funny. Like I thought it was gonna be so bad it's funny.
Oh, it's not even like that?
No, it's just like they're talking in like weird Shakespearean.
Yeah, it's like
Is it making money?
Rome. No,
money.
enormous
So it'll be
bomb.
streaming in like a month, probably, right? They gotta make
Yeah, if
something.
they can find something for somewhere. I don't know where it's going to go.
Made $5 million.
Enormous bomb.
I was very disappointed by the audience participation aspect.
Yeah, not great either. I saw some clips. Yeah. Who'd you see it with, Justin?
I just saw it by myself.
Where, at your theater?
I went to Providence to see it.
Oh, on IMAX?
Yeah.
Oh, did it look good at least?
No, I mean, it looked fine, but there weren't any like holy shit, like that was an awesome moment.
Yeah.
It was $120 million fucking dollars.
I know. It was own money.
That's
Spent his own money.
Why?
There's no way. Like I understand.
Because
Like,
he couldn't get funded for it because people were like, what is this?
Did he make way more than? Is he going to die broke?
He made a ton of money in the wine business.
oh, okay, 'cause
ton
I was
of
gonna
money.
say,
Okay.
like the
Hundreds and
Godfather
hundreds of
wasn't
millions.
Star Wars.
No, it was a huge hit, but I mean, yeah.
Right, but 120 million.
No.
You
Yeah,
might make
yeah.
120 million on something like that. You know?
Correct. Yeah, maybe if that. No,
Yeah.
he killed it. I think he made like $300-400 million in the wine business. I think.
okay.
But it's his own money though. And this movie is one of the greatest bombs of all time. Nobody likes it. And by the way, Joker 2 reviews are horrible.
I've heard bad things.
Horrible. That I want to see and root against.
Well, so does the musical aspect make sense? Or did they just do it because it's Lady Gaga's?
I guess. I keep reading that Todd Phillips is doing like, this is a big fuck you movie. It's like, well, why not? Why'd you take the money then, asshole? Like, you're making a Joker sequel. Don't act like you're better than.
A fuck you to who?
To like the audience or the people.
Why?
To the studio. That's my take.
What did I do?
Like, make a good movie. It's such a cop-out to make like a musical, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm going to do this. It's like, well, why don't you bust your ass and make a good movie again?
Well, unless because I saw like it's dream sequences or something. So like if it makes sense,
sure,
I'm all right with it.
Yeah, I'm fine if it's good, but it seems like it's awful, like terrible. So,
well, he fucked us, I guess.
Nobody makes bad sequels like Todd Phillips. I'll say that.
Oh, that's
he's
true.
He's the king of those. Jesus.
If Todd Phillips is any history is any indication, it's just going to be the Joker redone.
Right. Correct.
line for line.
Same thing. Yeah. Probably true. The Rotten Tomatoes score for that is 39 right now. The audience score for it is 37.
Okay, I was gonna say you can't always go by the.
No, we've got I don't know what the oh boy, 12 minutes ago, Donald J. Trump.
Oh no,
I hate Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
that's pretty funny. By the way, my favorite moment of the entire day yesterday, by far, was Jerry retweeting and thinking that picture was real.
That's so good.
What was the picture?
It was this girl. It's in the flooding, right? In
in the North Carolina.
And she's is it what, teddy bears or a doggy?
It's a dog.
Right?
She's a
It's
dog.
like puppy.
It's the fakest looking picture even I know this. And Jerry quotes it. Got a ton of views. I saw
Like almost 2 million, right?
Yeah,
Or at least
somebody
the last
huge
I
must have
saw,
retweeted, right?
Yeah.
Jerry was like, "What was he like? If there's a Republican in office, this picture would appeal to." And like, if you look at the dog, see how fake the dog looks in the
So
picture.
fake. Yeah,
This would be the wallpaper on the phone of every journalist in New York and Washington if there were a Republican in the White House, and the photographer would get a Pulitzer.
It's
Jesus.
It's literally the fake. Even I'm terrible at this. I was like, oh, holy shit, he thinks this is real.
Read the
Well, someone
community
must have,
note.
right? If it had that many.
It got community noted. Said this is an AI-generated image and not a real photo. Telltale signs include the unnatural sheen, a disappearing green boat, and a man with a seemingly missing limb in the back.
Poor Jerry.
I just like the dog. The dog looks so fake in that picture. But yeah, he was very happy. So who retweeted him? Somebody big on the right must have.
Well, he was
retweeted.
getting a shit ton of this. I forget the guy. It's like Colin Rugg or something. He's a big person on Twitter.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people like that got involved with it.
And then people are now retweeting it saying, "What a fucking idiot!"
Idiot is
Yes.
right.
So
That's
it's
right.
like-
Oh, we got
He's
that.
getting
You
both
got the
sides
second.
now.
That's a good move. Second level.
Yeah.
You can't take it down now.
No, it's still up.
No.
No, you got to own it. That was very funny. Yeah. What else?
What'd you make of Steve Robinson's story getting stolen by Kevin Cullen? We're not here for that.
Unbelievable.
That was early last week.
Yeah, that feels. I mean, we haven't talked about the fucking guy dying in Saco.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Right.
Yeah, Jesus.
He can't. He's dead. He killed himself.
God. End of the Saco show, and all of a sudden, people yelling, "Call 911."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is this a bit? Is it an old show reference I don't even know about? I forget about them." Nope. Sure enough, they were saying dial, which again, it's kind of like everyone has a phone. Why don't you dial 911?
Somebody get a sponge.
Yeah, right. It was exactly like that curveball.
Yeah.
I was like, well, why don't you get the fucking thing? He said, there was a call 911. Like running around, like, well, call 911.
I think I said this when we came back at the live show, but I literally thought it was a bit because I guess his name was Mike. So people were yelling like, Mike,
Right.
911. And I was like, I don't know. What am I going to do?
He interrupted the one good video Justin did the whole time.
I know.
Too. Did we watch the end of that? I don't remember.
We watched the
yeah,
end
we
of
went
it.
back.
Yes.
Yep.
The guy's fine though, right?
He is fine.
Thank
yes.
God. Yes.
Yeah, we didn't get a full medical update, but it seemed like it was a minor thing.
Yes.
It felt major.
His wife or girlfriend reached out or something?
Yes. Yeah, wife, yep.
Who had an unbelievable Twitter handle, right? What
Yeah,
was
it was like penis
noir or something?
something like that. We were
Yeah.
like, this can't be it.
Yeah, right. I immediately Dave was like, well, this doesn't seem like it's real. So
We got proof.
We got proof. Good. I'm glad
good.
You seem like a nice guy. I'm glad he's okay. Yeah. But yeah, I thought overall it was a good time. People seem to have a nice time until then.
That was the one glaring incident.
Yeah.
But other than that.
Yeah. Good, nice night, good time. Any other follow from Saco or no?
I mean, the fact that we paid for it and Steve didn't, that was kind of
That is
shocking.
crazy. Well, that's Steve 101 right
Yeah.
there.
And that made me think. We joked, or at least I thought it was a joke, originally that Steve was giving like Aquaboggan shout outs.
Oh, no question. Steve, you never know with him.
I didn't realize
You
how real that
never,
was.
Ever know. Yeah, this was early on in Surviving where I was doing stuff and I was getting texts from Steve about Cullen. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I guess Cullen was like, just got into the Triad stuff.
Yep.
I know his documentary comes out Friday, Cullen. I'm looking forward to it.
That'd be great if he got all the credit. It just blows up.
He has a great documentary on it. At the end of it, he's just shooting people. I mean, you think Cullen literally saw Steve's thing and just ripped it off?
Well, we can hear it from Steve.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd rather.
In Kevin Cullen's case, it appears that he just read my stories and then called some of the people who are mentioned in my stories. I mean, there's information, Dan, in his story that has only been reported in one other place about, shell companies in one of these busts. And I know from talking with my sources that Kevin was referred to my work and quickly changed the subject during the phone call.
Ooh.
So, I mean, it's very clear what happened here. And you would think that a journalist like Kevin, who's on thin ice ever since he was caught lying by Kirk Minahan about the Boston bombing, you think he'd be a little more careful about that kind of thing.
Yeah, again, I don't want to make this any too much about Kevin, but
this guy's like, I asked you about Trump and Harris.
That's why Steve's on, right?
What'd you say?
Is that why Steve's on?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, he was on to talk about the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy, Dan Ray, is friends with Kevin Cullen.
Oh, sure. Too old, you know.
Well, he admits it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
the other point I want to make is that as good a reporter as Kevin is, and he's a friend of mine, he's a little late to the story on this one, because this story was broken over a year ago by Steve Robinson of the Maine Wire.
Well, it's good you had him on.
Yeah.
You know, the old guys like that usually don't. I mean,
and then Steve gave credit to somebody else who originally broke the story.
Who the fuck broke this story? What the fuck?
Hey, Dan.
The Chinese.
thanks for having me on it. I do have, out of the gate, I have to give some credit to Jenny Terre, who's now a New York Post immigration reporter down in Texas, but she was the one who published the original leaked memo revealing the existence of these sites nationwide. Well, all I did was, take her cue that there were hundreds and hundreds of these in Maine.
Also, was that mentioned in the documentary? I watched it.
Yeah, let me make the final cut.
So this woman said they're nationwide, and then Steve's reporting was, and Maine, too.
Yes, that's right.
Am I a hero? No. I just hate communism.
As you should.
Well, good for Steve. I mean, fuck Cullen, obviously. He's a lazy asshole. No surprise. No ramification. He can do this shit all day. He's just fucking with Steve now.
Yeah.
They'll fight to the death, but yeah.
He should just, every article that Steve writes, he
Just
should
do it
just
again.
do the same.
It's true. What else?
Speaking, this is a little old too, but did you hear Mark Bertrand calling Bill Belichick anti-Semitic when you were gone?
No, he
basically?
did?
I mean, you take the audio if you want to hear it. But
I missed
there wasn't
it.
a ton of
I missed a lot of this.
You usually jumppart this stuff. Like
Well,
when you're not around, the
Right.
people on Twitter don't.
Who-
We're not
he gets a
able to
free
amplify
pass.
it. Yeah, we're not able to amplify it.
You think Mark Bertrand is anti-Semitic?
No.
No, he is calling Bill Belichick
Oh,
anti-Semitic.
he's saying that Bill's anti-Semitic.
Correct.
His owner asked him because he had started a nonprofit to fight back against anti-Semitism. Who can't get behind that? Oh, anti-Semites. But anybody else who's normal and is a normal human being would say, yeah, of course. That's a great cause. Fighting back against hate in all of its forms. Yes, absolutely. I would be proud to wear that pin for you. Nice job,
Doesn't
Robert.
he feel silly when he's saying that? As
asshole.
if, like, yes, of course, I will put on this pin and anti-Semitism.
I will say, if
will die.
Belichick put that pin on, like, it is gone at that point.
Oh, I
think so?
Anti-Semitic? Oh, sure. If Belichick wears a pin, yes, of course.
He's been walking around unpinned for all these.
Yes. You think people in this Israeli conflict they're all waiting for him to put on the pin?
Yeah.
They're like, oi. Why can't he wear the pin, right, Justin? He's like Cousin Kyle in South Park.
Here's
Yeah.
how you know a real anti-Semite. He wore the pin around his belly button. You believe that?
He's a Nazi. That's what Nazis
That's how they do it. Might as well be Heiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, really, Jesus.
Nazi stuff.
What a weird. Where'd that conversation start? I think Scott Zolak is bringing up that kind of stuff.
I assume they were just shitting on Belichick or something, and then it just.
How can you have Belichick at this point?
He's like the most loved
It's
figure
crazy.
in NFL media right now.
I mean,
And by the way, some unbelievable acting and casting in in the Aaron Hernandez.
Again, I'm an episode behind. The last one, yeah, I know. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to
great
sitting down and
moment.
watching this one
That's
this
a
weekend.
great-
The last one I saw was the T-Bone was kind of boring. I thought.
It's too bad. How was
I thought that
what's
was
his name
almost
is
sexual at first.
Huh?
I thought that the invite was almost sexual at first.
Tebow?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Hernandez either fucks him or kills him. Others either fuck him.
How was the kid as Tebow?
Schwarzenegger's kid?
Yeah.
I actually wasn't bad.
Okay.
He wasn't bad.
I'd say that's a better acting.
It's the first time I recognized
Alan! He's doing full Schwarzenegger.
First time I recognized anybody was the agent who's been on a couple of things. He was in like the newsroom and one or two other things. First time I was like, oh, it's like an actor who's like worked before.
Finally.
Yeah. Because the guy who's playing Hernandez is like terrible. He's like 2 feet tall, 600 pounds. I didn't even get it. Another scene, of course, where he's like fucking a guy and like, he's fucking a girl.
Good.
And there was another like, I forget, somebody made a gay joke and Hernandez like, you say what? I thought he was like, shoot him.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
So it seems like they think he might have been gay. Is that what they're leading to?
I don't think they're there yet. but-
There was
Jesus.
you know how student newspapers just out people and talk about like where gay people are going to have sex.
Yes.
So apparently, people in Florida were cruising the libraries for gay sex. One of the anonymous sources says they saw a football.
Mike
player
did that with Dirty Mike and the Boys.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's how we met Warthog.
That's exactly right. Yeah. It's our
Did you
origin
and
story.
Warthog blow each other in a car at one point, like Hernandez did with this guy? Or?
Well, Saco was a fun time. I don't want to talk about what happened afterwards.
Fair enough.
No.
Isn't that what the name is? It's about homeless people who have sex in a car, right?
What is?
Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
It's a
interesting.
reference to
Interesting.
yeah,
It is telling
the other
right
guys.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, but the end of this episode's next one is like the war room, right? With like Belichick and Kraft and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I
Great.
can't wait.
Oh, it's awesome. I can't
wait.
believe you haven't seen it. It's
And my understanding is Belichick like turns to Kraft and is like, "Hey, Bob, we're going to pick this guy, right?"
Yeah, literally, yes.
I couldn't remember. I should go back and say.
That's how it
you
always
think-
went.
You think he called him Bobby, but I can't remember. That's what you said.
I forget.
I mean, it's Kraft's dream, but that definitely didn't happen.
That guy had a great performance. It's the actor from. You should watch Bloodline on Netflix.
Who plays Belichick?
Yeah, plays Belichick. He's the brother, one of the
The
brothers.
Kyle Chandler show?
Yep.
Oh, really?
He's one of the brothers. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the alcoholic brother. Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's like a decent name, sort
Not
of.
bad, yeah.
Even if being a closeted gay was a big factor in Aaron Hernandez murdering people,
Well, I reported that.
it wasn't the only. Like, why is it in every episode?
Oh, don't ruin that for me, Mike. That's my whole. That's my whole thing for the show. Come on.
It's so crazy.
How dare you say that? It's the only reason he did it. It's the only reason he did it.
Also, Urban Meyer, pushed him out of college too early, so that's why he also killed.
Okay.
When Hernandez gets the Mackey Award for best tight end in college, they show Meyer clapping with his wife like at the ceremony. He's like, he's going to be the greatest player of all time, or he's going to prison. Boy, that's a weird. It's weird to have that on the record.
Those are the two options.
Yeah. Unbelievable. It's a great, great, great show.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's horrible, but it's a great,
Right.
great. It's my favorite show. I can't wait to watch it this weekend. and inhale
Surprised
it.
it's that bad.
Because now we're where we want to be. Like now it's Patriots time.
Oh, yeah.
Like enough of this bullshit. Enough of fucking Florida and the high school quarterback who went to the military who he dreams about and his stupid mom and all that. Let's just get to what we want here. Let's get to the fucking Patriots. Let's get to Brady, Belichick, Gronk. They're gonna make Gronk out. They're literally gonna hire somebody with Down syndrome.
I don't think we.
Is
we
this a
didn't-
football?
No, he's not. He's not in. So they say his name in this in the previous
Right.
episode.
Well, he's watching the draft. He
And
hears
all
Gronk's
these
name get called.
tight ends getting called.
But I don't think they showed like who's
Who
playing
plays
Gronk.
Who plays Brady? Do we know?
We won't know even if you say the name.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's true. What's the name of the guy who plays Belichick?
Oh, it's
Can I watch that?
Ross Jurgel.
Okay.
He's from Butch Cassidy and the Wild Bunch.
Plays who? Brady?
Brady.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, it's great.
Norbert Leo Butts.
That's who plays
These sound
Belichick?
made up.
Yep.
That's a real name?
Norbert Butts.
I believe
Norbert
that's
Butts?
him. Yeah.
Laith Walschlager plays Rob Gronkowski.
Jesus Christ.
These sound like in Madden, like when you're a few seasons in and you simulate names.
It just doesn't seem real. The Kirk Minahan Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Therapy is a great tool for facing your fears and finding ways to overcome them. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out that brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. Kirk10 to get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. 10% off your first month. The Kirk Minahan Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We thank them as always. Go online, get your therapy, start talking, feel better about yourself. It's the only way to make any progress. Is at least get out there, start talking about things, figure things out. That's where BetterHelp comes in. We thank BetterHelp as always. What else?
You want to hear a Steve Torre caller had a prank call him? You want to
Sure.
hear that?
Mike in Pennsylvania is next. He joins us on Mad Dog Daily. Mike, hello.
Oh, hey, Steve. Hey, first off, thrilled to hear you're heading down to Mohegan Sun to do a show with Dead Tickets, Manansky, Sanders, and the Bomber. We're going to love to see you down there. There's going to be 4 people in the audience, and it'd be great to have you.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about, but whatever. Anyway, you must be confusing me with somebody else. What else?
Well, if you're not going, you oughta. I mean, there's a market-based system for gambling. You just do the opposite of what Mike Manansky does.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. I'll take that advice. Here is Tom in Georgia.
Tell you, he got the memo, man. He got the memo.
Yeah.
He plays it right now.
Yep.
Plays it right.
I like the idea that the only prank calls now are just to Steve Torre.
I know.
He doesn't even have fun with them.
He has no idea what's going on. No clue. What's going on with you two guys? How was last week? This past week?
It's been tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did producers shows.
I watched
which were
some of them.
Horrific.
They were bad. Yeah.
People saying they want them to be longer are fucking nuts.
Yeah, they should have been
crazy.
Longer. No, they were.
That's a fun little throw in by Dave. All
What's
the
that?
people saying they want them no longer. They're crazy.
Oh, thousands of people saying make them.
I guess
longer.
it was just Menners.
The tribute one was a good idea. I thought.
Yeah, it was.
That was creative.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Well, you canceled it. You're like, no more. And no, you referred to it as like whatever this is.
I mean, it wasn't.
No more producers live and whatever this
Every time
is.
I put it on, I tried to listen, but then they're like, "We've heard nothing from Kirk, nothing."
Yeah, maybe.
Like I'm in the North Pole or something.
Have they heard nothing?
No, that's not true.
Okay, then Justin is the worst since Sean Spicer, the worst press secretary. I asked him. I saw the tweet and I said, "Hey, everything
at that time,
everything okay with Kirk?" And he replied, "I don't know anything. Kirk will be in when he's in."
Well,
I'm like,
that's
"What?
good,
I'm not
Justin.
going
Good
to
job.
tell anyone."
Good job,
Just-
Justin.
No,
Good job.
you said Monday at 3:30. So you text us to tweet that out.
Yes.
Was there any other response between us, correspondence between then and 3:30?
Between them and 3:30. What's
On
3:30?
Monday. That's when Mike texted everything
Oh,
okay with Kirk.
No.
I said I only know what he told us, which is that it's a
You
message.
got me, Justin. I didn't speak to you for 2 hours after
That's
that.
right.
That's true. You're right. You are right. Well, it wasn't. I mean,
It's all very
but they made it sound like I was dead. I was like, I talked
Right,
to Dave
that's
about case stuff. Like I was not.
Not often though.
No, but we did.
Yeah, but it was very. We would have talked more, I would assume.
But not. Do we talk a lot?
No, but more than that, like that, because you sent me a text over the weekend, last weekend, and made something like it was like not a pressing request. What?
Nothing. You're just annoying. What?
Based on their reactions, I really thought when I saw the Unnamed show was going live, I was like, "Oh boy, I better watch the start of this," because I thought Whitney and Portnoy were gonna have to give a powerful statement about how you're hanging on and fighting like hell.
I mean, I was, you know, yeah, I was, yeah, I checked in a little. I don't know if I checked in with Justin as much as I checked in with, I think, right? I don't know. Is that true, Justin, or no?
No, we didn't have too much correspondence.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Would you like me to correspond with you more?
I know it's fine.
Okay, fine. Anyway,
I really enjoyed their kind of nonchalant.
that was actually fine. I think it was a big deal. But people, that's the way that people are. You give them free stuff and they bitch.
Well, we didn't want to do like the Cullen stuff because we'd talk about it with you eventually. We didn't want to do show stuff.
I mean, could have. I mean, doesn't matter. I don't think people are gonna be like, "Oh boy, I heard Dave's take on the producer show." I'm talking about. I don't think.
Right.
If you talk, do whatever you want from out here. It doesn't matter to me.
I liked how it just started. Kind of Dave was like, "Ooh, are these cameras even on?"
Yeah.
Oops.
I didn't want to do like
very
that.
natural.
Jay-Z's.
Very
I'm
natural.
just a guy talking.
Welcome to the
natural.
show, guys.
Hey, you ever notice how no one cranks off to Jennifer Love Hewitt anymore?
Was that one of your topics?
That came up. That came up. Yeah.
How come people aren't jerking off to posters?
That was one of your takes?
That's a great question, though. I think so. Yeah.
Well, because they have their phones, dummy.
Well, we had people.
If you're a 15-year-old now, you have your
that's
phone.
a great. Yeah. Why didn't you think of that?
Yeah, I guess.
It's the only thing. That's why. Exactly why. The internet. That's why.
We got messages. People said that their kids still have posters on the wall.
The kids are still masturbating the posters?
Well, that they have posters on their wall of hot
Yeah, Harry.
chicks or something.
Well, no, Harry has a bunch of like Boy With You, like in One Piece posters and
But
stuff.
he doesn't have like Sydney Sweeney on his wall.
You forget.
Kate has a poster of Machine Gun Kelly on her wall.
Oh,
MGK. Wow.
Yeah. A Barstool enemy, I believe.
Is he?
Wasn't he? Was there some Barstool issue he had?
Probably with Dave or something.
It was
I
like a
don't
first
remember.
pitch or something. Did he throw a shitty first pitch? I don't know.
Oh yes.
I did not. I had a million Bruce Springsteen, Larry Bird posters on my wall, but I didn't have like I just masturbated like magazines.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was staring at Jennifer Love Hewitt and masturbating in my room, but I had it on my wall.
Which poster?
She was. It was
Half shirt?
after obviously after Party of Five. It was
I know we
probably
did
right
last
around
summer.
Can't Hardly Wait
Yeah,
territory.
she was a lovely woman. She probably still is, I think.
Dave has sort of a youthful energy, so if you forget he's just a 40-year-old man going, notice people aren't sexy enough anymore. Sydney Sweeney isn't hot enough.
She knew Andy Rooney for his generation.
Yeah, I like
Why don't people masturbate to posters anymore?
But it's just talking about jerking off.
First of all, masturbation didn't come up in this conversation whatsoever.
Well, and that was
it was just about
that was the
hot chicks
general
on their
idea.
wall.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I mean,
That was the spirit of it.
I guess. When I was younger, it was Vivian Lee. People would masturbate
I
to
don't know
her.
that.
And Lauren Bacall. Nowadays, Jennifer Love Hewitt. You should- all the kids like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Two girls kissed that movie. I thought it was inappropriate.
You ever notice Sydney Sweeney has tits, but no one's jerking off to her anymore? Why Why is that?
Why aren't they cranking it anymore? What the fuck, Dave? Was Jennifer Love Hewitt your first pick in that, like in the Dave Cullen draft?
Oh, number one all day.
My buddy Matt Quinn, my great friend Matt Quinn, we lived in L.A., had an enormous crush on Jennifer Love Hewitt at the time. This was her, like, 98, 99. We're talking, like, Heartbreakers. Yep. I Know What You Did Last Summer. She also had a spinoff of Party of Five called Time of Your Life, which only lasted one season. Her character, the spinoff. I believe that's correct. And Matt met her. I forget what show he was working on, but she was a guest. He got to hug her. He was like, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Can't even imagine.
Yeah. Now she's on some dumb network show, right?
Yeah, what is the name of that
She's
show?
on the one with like Angela Bassett or something.
Is that still around? Has it been going on that long? Or she was on one that was pretty popular for a
She
while.
had the Ghost Whisperer for a while.
Yes, the Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah, that is true.
She's on 911. 911 is what she's on.
It's just called 911?
Yep.
When I was younger, I used National Geographic. What else?
Well, we haven't gotten your thoughts on John Amos.
Oh,
well, that is sad.
Terrible. I mean, first of all, great caller. Thanks for the memories, John. We'll miss your calls. Secondly, like, all kidding aside, you have a resume that has Good Times, Roots. I know you guys think of Roots as like, you probably all watch it in school, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was too young at this point to understand, but the size of Roots, how big it was a miniseries, the last episode of Roots was the third most watched program in the history of television.
Really?
Yes, back to back to back. It was run every night, Roots. And there were 70 million people watching the end of this thing. And he was in 2 or 3 episodes, a huge part of it. Coming to America, The West Wing. Like, great, like actually great career for John Amos.
Called this show?
Bummer. Called this show a bunch. And what a weird surround. First of all, he died like a month ago.
Yep.
And there's some weird family shit going on, right?
And somebody like pretended to be the publicist. And
You saw one girl tweet out some thing that she had banged him or something?
No.
Did you see that tweet,
I did
Justin?
see that,
Yeah,
yes.
it was some girl, and she was like, thanks for the fucking that one time or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a picture of him.
The caller wasn't that far off.
He did have sex. Said he did it from the calls. We know he.
I mean, intercourse,
grown-
yeah, he had intercourse, but yeah. I mean, a lot of like great stuff, and he was the last thing I saw him in was Uncut Gems. Play himself. Remember, he was like Sandler's neighbor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was John Amos all of a sudden. So
wow.
great. It had made some, I'm going to say, true or false, wild claims on the show about the amount of sex that was going on.
Yeah, talked a lot about certain people's tits and
Yes,
things.
the size of people's assholes and
Yes.
and
Watches being lost.
watches and lots of Martin Sheen as well. I think he said at one point he had sex with on the West Wing. So who knows? But now he's gone, and those things go with him, sadly. But what a wonderful life.
He may not have been lucid in his final years.
True.
You know?
There was a tsunami of bizarre deaths like last week. Like weird, Maggie Smith, Marvin Dorfler from Midnight Run, great actor. John Amos, I'm forgetting somebody else too.
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson, like huge figures.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Just gone, bang, 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 bang. It was very, very sad. So
I thought it was. I watched Klemmer's video about Pete Rose.
I texted Whitney because Whitney texted me. He's like, Pete Rose died. I was like, well, if you need a Wikipedia recap of his life in 3.5 minutes, let me send you this video.
But he's like Pete Rose. He lived a very complicated life, and then he talks about how great a player he was, and then he's like, but the gambling. And I'm like, didn't he like fuck a 15-year-old?
The gambling. I like that. It's like when some major thing happened like 88 and Tom Brokaw gets a call from Tom, you gotta come in. The minute Pete Rose dies, Klemmer's like, well, people need to hear.
I gotta do this.
It was there's no 3.5 minutes on Pete Rose.
Yeah. Well, you had to condense it.
Yeah, he's like, hey, he's a great player. I'm like, everybody knows everything in this video, Klemmer.
Did you know he's not in the Hall of Fame because of gambling?
I knew that, yes.
Oh.
And it's
then I guess you knew all.
And it's not and I think people think it's a lifetime ban.
Yeah.
It's a permanent ban.
Oh man.
So this idea that when he dies, they're gonna let him in the next day is not accurate.
Damn.
He's not getting in.
No.
Not getting in.
He's a better shot now than he did last week.
That Pete Rose passed away at the age of
Hold on, that is serious, Klemmer, bro. The call now from Dallas, Texas. President Kennedy has been shot.
I could fall asleep to this.
You'll hear more from Klemmer on this.
So news just broke that Pete Rose
Could
passed
Klemmer
away
do this?
at the
I know
age
there's a lot
of
of people in the
83.
world, but could he do this for like 30 seconds for everybody who dies in the world? Could that become his thing where you
That'd be
just send him a
tough.
bio? Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe the most important person each day?
Yes, that's easy.
Shouldn't he do that?
Yeah,
That's a great
That's
idea.
good.
Isn't that a great show?
That would have been a good Justin idea. He used to say R.I.P. to everybody, right? You always used to wait
Well,
for
it
the.
was.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't everyone.
Maybe those people on your list, John Amos.
No. No one.
Chris
Well, John
Christopherson?
Amos would have been because of the show, no?
Yeah, but
Maggie Smith from Harry Potter?
No.
You're not a Harry Potter guy, right?
I like Harry Potter.
Does
but
Chris Christopherson mean anything to you? No way.
Eminem has a lyric that's like,
Okay.
Chris
Okay.
Christopherson.
Okay. The man lived a full life. Let's not do that. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So there's a lot of Pete Rose back.
He's like, look, let's just get through this together, okay?
I know this video is 1 second in, but I need to take a deep breath here.
Go ahead.
News just broke that Pete Rose passed away at the age of 83. Okay, so there's a lot of Pete Rose baggage for sure, and I'll get into a little bit of it here. But let's not lose sight of what a great player Pete Rose was. Now, let's also not lose sight that he's not one of the greatest ever. This isn't
Klemmer, the guy just died, for Christ's sake.
Let's cut the bullshit. This guy, he was a hustler, but a great player, I think not.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
But aside his personal stuff, he's still not one of the best.
Today's not the day to lose sight of the fact that he's not the greatest player of all time.
This isn't Willie Mays. Pete Rose, in my opinion, was kind of that tier right below that, but still an all-time great. 4,256 career hits. No player since him has had 3,800 hits. That's incredible.
Also a very arbitrary number right there, but okay.
Now, on the flip side, he probably stuck around too long. He's the all-time leader in not only hits, but also games, at-bats, and singles. He never had 20 home runs in a season. And in the 80s, he played first base at a situation when you would want your first baseman to have some power. He didn't really have any. He was basically a single hitter.
Imagine Pete Rose Jr., his son's Pete Rose Jr., heard this and was so overwhelmed he wants him to Clemmer to do this as a eulogy. Just word for word.
He's just like, listen, the guy was good, not great. You know?
Let's go. We're not here to bullshit each other, okay? Like, if I'm lying, I'm flying. My feet are on the ground. This guy was a good player. Very good, fine. But he played first base a lot.
He hustled. He's no Willie Mays.
No, let's be very clear about this, okay? And we'll get to I know he molested kids, but we'll get there. But the guy hit a lot of singles. Not a power hitter.
Frankly, too many.
Yeah. I like doubles and triples. And by the way, Pete liked home runs. We'll get to that in a second. He didn't hit 20 home runs. He also never had a home run with somebody who was 20.
I like that the baggage is that some of his stats aren't the greatest.
No.
That was the baggage in Pete Rose's career.
I think Clemmer's like, I got to tear this fucking guy down.
The guy, when he was confronted with fucking a 15-year-old, said to the woman asking him, like, hey, listen, I think you can do what you want, lady.
Call Klemmer right now. I like the idea. This might help Mike sleep. I like the idea of a Klemmer nightly obit for the most important person of the day. Or even if he sees somebody who just lives in like Guy Geller, like that kind of person, but he lives in Iowa or something.
Yeah.
Just some guy who mined the fields for 50 years and did something. You know what I mean?
I do like that.
Doesn't have to be Maggie Smith.
And that's kind of in the wheelhouse of his
Totally.
history, New York history
Yes,
stuff.
I'm giving him a gift right here.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a great idea.
I should do it. But I get too many shows going on right now.
And with the Netflix stuff, you don't want the heat of bringing up Pete Rose's singles.
No,
You know?
no. So many singles.
They're like, Kirk, listen, we work with some controversial figures, but...
Hello?
I got an idea for you. You're probably not watching the show right now, right?
I'm not.
Okay. So we just played the first part of your longer than Megalopolis Pete Rose video the other day. So
That was a very good video.
Great video.
Complicated life.
Boy, was it.
Boy, we understood. We were really confused when you told us he hit a lot of singles and gambled on baseball. But I think you should, I'm dead serious about this. Every day you should pick, it doesn't have to be the most famous person, but somebody who interests you and do like a 90-second video obit about that person. I think that is in your wheelhouse.
Oh, I like that idea a lot.
That's a Klemmer idea, right?
That's a good Klemmer idea. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That would work on TikTok too.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I know, but that's what I got to think about.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, it could be like, God forbid, Steven Spielberg died today. Okay, fine, you do him.
Yeah.
But if it's on a big day, some guy who ran a bakery for 70 years in Eatonville, Washington could be your guy. You know what I'm saying?
Forrest Mars was allergic to peanuts.
That's right. That's exactly right.
You like that one?
I haven't heard that one at all.
But okay, it's not that funny. But do you get?
I forgot how that sounded.
Okay, laugh about it later. I'm trying to help you out here.
We can laugh
I
about it
understand.
later.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Think you'll do it or no?
If he gets over the hysterics.
I'll tell you something, Mike. This is something that's interesting. So very, 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 very early on, in the competition, like an hour or two in. Nobody's been eliminated yet. That's how early it is.
Okay.
We're all gathering in the. We're getting mic'd up for the first time. No, the game has just started, so I'm not spoiling anything. You're not going to believe this. We're all getting mic'd up, and I'm with Klemmer, and I forget somebody else. And there's like 20 TVs in the. This is irony right here. There's 20 TVs in the gambling. You've been in that room,
Yes,
Justin.
yeah,
I've been
You
in
have
that
Mike
now,
as well, yeah. All these TVs. One of them was on the Big Ten Network, or I don't even know what conference the school is in. And it's a video about why you should go to Nebraska. And it's an older voice narrating. I'm like, Klemmer, it's unbelievable. This is crazy, huh? He's like, yeah. And the video's over. I'm like, can you believe that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, it is, right? He said, no. It was Johnny Carson.
Oh, my God.
Is that ironic or what?
It's crazy that he didn't know.
Klemmer didn't know.
That's great. Maybe he's been a fraud this whole time.
Like, that's the only reason I know who you are.
It's like, Johnny who?
Yes. Very weird. So
That'd be great if he wasn't Johnny Carson and he stole the life of some caller.
that killed himself 2 years ago. It's true. What would be a good name for that? You tie in Klemmer and I know Klemmer wants his name attached to it. Maybe something more original.
Chrisuaries.
Okay, we're spitballing here.
Yeah, there's no bad ideas.
Well, yeah. Chrisuaries?
I'm thinking here.
Yeah, all right. I get your point though.
Yeah.
Obit. I'm not great with stuff like this.
Does he need to be told to be honest like this, or does he know?
Who?
Like, is that just in his nature to like say, oh, but he wasn't that good, but like he did with Pete Rose? Like, does he need to be told for the next person to be kind of critical of that person?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the name of this fucking thing.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Obituary. Yeah. Eulogy. Death. What do you got, Justin?
Like 90-second obit, but that's like.
That's very. Now you need a Klemmer tie-in.
Also, you don't want to constrain him to 90 seconds.
No TikTok though.
TikTok, you can go as long as you want now.
But people, they're swiping away.
I understand.
After, that's come on, we know that. Dave knows
Not
that.
exactly your territory, Mike.
Right. Sure.
I'm just saying.
I saw the picture of Dave at this party with that idiot nurse, and I don't know what the fuck.
It's a bad timing. It was
what the
stupid.
fuck was that?
First of all, I was being nice and
Little
talking about the
jealous,
case
maybe?
a lot. So,
Who, me?
hey.
Me? Yeah, I'm furious. I don't understand it.
Dave said he was the big case star there. You would have been.
I saw her tweet the other day, like, this is my submission for the case season. Tell her to keep her fucking mouth shut.
It's a good story, though.
I tell her to keep her mouth shut, okay? Yeah. Pretend to be a nurse. Do whatever you want, but leave me alone. Pig, as Dave calls her off the air privately.
Jesus.
What's what he says? I've never met her.
David,
Sure she's lovely. Obituary. Klemmer.
Clem. I got nothing.
I like Mike's character on Mad Men. He just pitches. I got nothing.
What does it mean to be dead?
What do you got, Justin?
Like I'm trying to think of like.
First of all, I would watch this series. Like if Klemmer did this every day, I'd watch it every day.
Sure.
Definitely.
You know. I didn't even tell Dave what he's doing now.
A life well lived.
What if it's not?
Him saying it.
A life well lived. First of all, Klemmer's not, and secondly, what if it's like the fucking Adam Lanza or somebody?
Right. Yeah.
I
True.
was dead, but I'm just saying. You know.
I have a feeling because he said it will be good for TikTok, it might not be exactly what you want.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
It's so sad these program that way now. Like even yesterday, Dave's like, we just hired this girl. She's got like 10 million TikTok. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
I get it, but I don't. I'm old enough that I don't care.
I also wonder how legitimate a lot of that is at this point. I see so many accounts with 1 million followers. Or 100,000.
I mean, I met the girl playing the game has got 5 million TikTok followers. One of the biggest drips I've ever met in my life. Nice kid, but I'm like, people pay attention to this person?
Yeah.
Oh, Dave probably follows her, so what the hell do I know?
It's a unique platform.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out as we go on. What else?
Let's see here.
Oh, let's.
Do you want to play the Bruce Springsteen? You don't really care.
No, I don't care.
We knew that was coming.
I mean,
Though I did like.
I did laugh when Tim Wallace said he was friends with school shooters, though. I mean, that is a funny.
I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it.
That's just a funny line.
What did he mean?
Families of like San Diego.
Yes, okay,
families.
yeah.
Yeah. I do like the Republicans are like the extreme president. Yeah, like we don't really think he's friends with school shooters. By the way, if that was true, it'd be unbelievable. Like they just show him coming out of that. Who's the Joker guy? Who's that madman?
James Holmes?
Yeah. He's just like hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Spends a weekend at
Jimmy!
He's a good guy. What?
He takes the makeup and the funny wig off. And
yeah, I mean, it's, you know. But I actually watched a lot of that debate, oddly, for some reason. And like, I know people don't want to hear this, but like, I thought Vance was tremendous in it.
I just thought he was inauthentic, personally.
But he's smart, though. Like, you may disagree with him. I don't agree with everything he says, but of the 4 people I've seen these debates, 5, I guess now, he was by far the one I'd be like, okay, like he's the smartest of the five.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Last night I hear Kamala Harris say what a great job Dick Cheney did because he was with his.
Oh, really?
She was with her daughter his daughter at the fucking thing. Mary, the one who hates Trump. He's like, thank your father for his service. I'm like, the guy's a war criminal. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know.
What's been the most influential vice presidential? Like, has there ever been one that really mattered?
I mean, if I said to you what's the most famous moment in those vice presidential debates, what would you say?
I don't know.
It would be. Did you just raise your hand, Justin? Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. Justin put his hand up. Like, I know.
Oh.
Justin Trudell, go ahead.
I would say The Fly.
I would not, but that's fair.
That's a good one.
I would say the Lloyd Benson to Dan Quayle. You're no Jack Kennedy.
Okay.
Very famous
Yeah,
moment. Dukakis, Lloyd Benson was Dukakis' vice president. They got waxed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, none of it matters. So, but yeah, the fly was a big moment too. That was last time, right?
It was. That was Mike Pence, 2020.
Well, no, but he did it twice though.
Yes.
Yeah, it was one against Vice President Harris. I now think Trump's going to win. By the way,
You do not.
I do. I think Trump's going to win now. I'm back on.
He's
Trump's
back.
gonna win. Yep, I think Trump's going to win. Yep, I think things have settled down and people have got it seems like the Harris craze has died down, and now people are like, well, wait a minute, she was in this office for last, like, what the fuck?
Right.
And by the way, Biden's the president. I just saw him the other day shuffling around. I was like, oh, that's right, he's still alive.
Yeah, I do. If I refer to him, I always say I think of him as like he's gone.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's right, he's like still the president, sort of the United States. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said that J.D. Vance was inauthentic because that's what Mike Montante said in a video.
Oh, that went like, for Montante, he got like 6 responses
he had
lost
2
his
comments.
Didn't Montante say last night that guy was a big choker? The guy with the
30
home
minutes
run?
later.
Yeah, that's,
Saying
very,
cut his ass.
that's very funny. Montante snapped over. So he said that J.D. Vance was inauthentic.
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently ruffle some feathers with that tweet. Met shirt, no big deal. Need a haircut. Yeah, I get it. Listen, I don't think that he is fully authentic. I know he's dominating the debate tonight. Okay, I get that.
Montante
Waltz
turn
is
off
a
his
loser.
goddamn TV while he's doing this? Is that so much to ask?
I think it adds character.
I'm
Like,
watching
this is
something
just
the
a
other
guy.
night. I turned it off. Justin's like having sleepovers at Montante's house.
Yeah. They're friends.
When I hired these producers, I was like, it's 24 hours a day. It's okay, just hanging out with Montante in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Why?
To watch college football on Saturday.
Why?
It's fun.
You drove 10 hours round trip?
Fun.
Like 9.
Okay.
That's so far.
Eye on the prize, man. Focus on the job. Go ahead.
He's doing a great job in this debate tonight. There's no doubt about it. This thing, if this was a boxing match, it would have been over 20 minutes ago, but they can't do that. The moderators are trying to keep this thing equal, but right now it's not. It's an absolute knockout. Waltz
this is
is a
serious,
self-proclaimed terrible debater, and I believe him. Listen, that's fair, okay? I don't agree with the VP choice.
Somebody said in Clemembrance. Not bad.
It's better than mine.
It's all right.
It's better than mine.
Better than mine. I didn't have a single idea.
Clemmeries.
We did that.
In loving Clemmeries.
But it may not be loving, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to remember that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It'd be great if Klemmer just went after, like, singles hitters. That was it. You punching Judy homo. You're no Rocky Colavito.
Punching Judy punched his ticket.
Yeah, you're no Ralph Kiner. just guys, you minor leaguers.
Or just like people that in Little League.
Yeah, right. Just like
singles.
I 10 seconds that Pete Rose thing he just did the.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We're all calm now.
Come on, Chris. Get it together.
85-year-old healthy guy croaked. We'll get through this together. Clembrance? That's not.
In Clemembrance.
That's not bad.
That's good.
It's a little.
It's tough. The KL is
inelegant.
tough.
Right. Yes.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not smooth.
Right. Clemmeries. We did that though.
Yeah.
We did that where?
The Wilbur.
Wilbur or
I don't think it hit.
Wilbur.
Or you didn't think it hit. But
Oh, Linda, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, because you couldn't tell she was saying. It might have been Plymouth because you couldn't tell she was saying.
No, it was Wilbur because that was that was a big.
And she legit sang it, right?
We
Yeah.
kicked Klemmer out.
Yeah.
We booed him.
That was a great moment.
That was a great moment. That was a great Klemmer moment.
That video of just
him walking out,
looking like he's gonna cry.
The shit booed out of him, and then he just. That was funny. What else?
Speaking of politics, did you see the president was wheeled out?
We were just speaking about Klemmer.
Yes.
We weren't speaking politics.
Before that.
Okay, right. Yeah, but I mean, we weren't, to be clear. But yeah, right.
You see the former president was wheeled out.
He made
on
it, though.
his birthday. Oh,
Fuck you. That teacher died, right?
Yes, the teacher is.
Yeah, big win for Jimmy Carter, who said his grandson said he's very excited to vote for vice president.
When you see him, you can really tell.
Oh, he looks. It's I've never seen somebody look that dead. A living person. Have you? No. Like, how is he alive? I don't even get it. Like, how was he? Like, he literally just had. Did you see it, Mike, or no?
No.
So they brought Jimmy Carter for his 100th birthday.
Yeah.
And like, his mouth is wide open. His head is way back. They wheel him in. He looks so. I was making the Weekend at Bernie's jokes, but like, have you ever seen somebody look that dead before he was alive?
That's too bad.
Well, he's been in hospice for what, 2 years?
He's been in hospice for 10 years.
Yeah.
And the fact that they say he talks every day about how excited he is.
Oh,
to
he
vote
can't
for
wait
Kamala
to
Harris.
sprint to the polls.
I'm so excited.
Like, if you see this, he looks like half decomposed.
It's actually like cruel.
Yes, like,
cruel.
If this was my dad, I would be upset.
Well, you'd still yell at him, but yeah, I get your point.
Hey, who's worse, him or Biden? Oh, folks.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, this is a man, like, I understand, not a great president. Same trouble about Jimmy Carter, like a legitimately great post-president. Like, legitimately for years would go and build houses for people.
Yeah.
Like, great man, like a great humanitarian, and now they're dragging him. Like, oh, that's why I don't want to be old ever. I won't be, by the way. But like it's to be that old and just be a burden on everybody is fucking depressing.
Oh, I'm jumping off a cliff if I need help like walking around at 85. I'm jumping.
Good.
The quote is
do that now.
Speed up the process.
I do think, Dave, if you died today, I do think Klemmer would make you the first in the series.
Oh, definitely. That's a nice memory.
Wow.
I think he would.
I gotta give that some thought.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge
great.
debut episode.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I think he could use a bigger name, personally, but
we'll get to the Dershowitz stuff later, okay? It's out there, I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's sad for, Jimmy Carter, when he dies, will be the first Democratic president to die since LBJ.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Clinton's,
I'll be damned.
am I right? Yes, because Reagan, then Bush, then Clinton was still alive.
Yeah.
President Obama's still alive. Yeah, and President Biden is still alive for now. Will Jimmy Carter be alive, Justin, 2 weeks from today?
Yes.
Wow. 2 months from today.
He's super excited about voting. I mean,
That's true. He doesn't want to vote.
Why did he do his early ballot?
Does that still count?
They're going to wheel him into like the fucking polling place?
No, but if you do an early ballot and then you die.
Stolen valor.
If you do believe.
It counts. Of course. Fucking crazy? What do you ever talk to Jerry Montante? That definitely counts. That'll count as a vote.
A good
good.
A good Republican conspiracy will be is he dies the day after the election, and they say he just wanted to vote for Kamala Harris.
No, it's true. I'll tell you what their conspiracy is. He's going to die before the election, and to get all he wanted was Georgia to vote.
Oh, interesting.
Sure.
That's
Georgia
all
wins by
that.
one vote.
Yeah.
It could be. But yeah.
It'd be
Very
great
sad.
It'd be great if Jimmy Carter mustered up the strength to just say, "I will bury Jack Coleman."
If Coleman died, Jimmy Carter just goes to his funeral, pisses on him.
He said he didn't care about that. It's just a birthday. He said he cared about voting for Kamala Harris. Is the act?
Do you think he has any idea what Kamala Harris is at this point? I mean, no. The answer is no. He can't do anything.
He has no idea about anything. He has no idea he's alive.
What does he do all day?
I think he breathes probably, and
That's cool. I mean,
he
that's
probably
good.
gets fed.
Yeah.
Shits his pants.
Probably not as often as you'd think.
No, but no, I've been around it. Like it happens. But I would say it's weird with I know they have the best health care and everything, but boy, they all live forever now.
Yeah.
I mean, Clinton's almost 80 now. George Bush C was in his 90s. Reagan was in his 90s. Gerald Ford was in his 90s.
Even Bush Jr. is almost 80, right?
Yeah, he's got to be pushing 80 at this point. So yeah,
I think him, Clinton, and Trump are all the same age, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that was Clinton's line. Is Clinton's actually younger than him, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but they're all within like 2 or 3 years of each other. Yeah. What else, guys?
Do you see this Mark Cuban rap against Donald Trump the other day?
No, I did not.
I think I would call it slam poetry.
I don't like that Mark Cuban's. They announced he's actually leaving. This is last year's Shark Tank.
Yes.
Damn.
Which is going to hurt that show.
I would think so.
Like, it's just going to lose juice. Like, what are they going to do about that? I'm concerned about that.
The only one rooting for it is Robert Herjavec.
It's a big day in his life. There's no question.
It really is.
Go ahead.
You're shiny, orange, and empty inside. I'd say you're a traffic cone, but I would swerve to avoid a traffic curve.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna leave a mark, Cuban. Donald, do you know that to be a billionaire, you have to have the billion part in your bank account, not just the air.
Oh, God.
Where is this?
This is on Colbert.
Colbert.
Oh, God.
Colbert is the worst.
I hate Colbert.
He really did everything he could to show that there were writers on the Colbert Report.
What a loser. Jesus, that's sad. That's depressing. I'll never get, if I ever met Colbert, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'd say, you're hurting you're hurting your cause when you do this. Not helping.
I guess he wouldn't agree.
Just galvanize, I guess, but just galvanizes like the people on the right. Like, fuck this guy.
I also don't know if he knows any other way.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know?
I thought that the reaction wouldn't be as bad as 8 years ago. It's going to be worse now. I hear stuff like that. These people are going to break.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Colbert might be a guy that played a character that people thought was real. You know what I mean? Like the way certain people like thought like Archie Bunker, like they agreed with him. So I guess he doesn't want to do that anymore. He doesn't want to make fun of it in that way, you know?
Well, I always knew Colbert was a huge liberal because he was such a parody. I
most
mean,
people did,
yeah.
but some didn't, I'm sure.
I guess, yeah. I suppose. Yeah, maybe. Are either one of you guys on this P. Diddy list or no?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I mean, if I get invited to, you can't say no to P.
I don't think he's having too many more.
If you get invited to a P. Diddy party, you should probably go. I would let you go to that.
Gotta go.
It's in prison, but yeah. Who's the biggest name, Dave? You're an insider. You're a TikTok guy. Who's the biggest name that's going to be exposed in this?
Jay-Z.
Oh, definitely. I would think Jay-Z.
Guaranteed.
Right? Yeah.
It seems like a lock. Yeah.
How about Beyonce? How would she not know?
Well, she probably knows, but she didn't obviously partake in anything crazy. But she knew that.
So he'll go to jail too then, right?
Possibly.
That
There's
would
like
be-
rumors that they have something on one major celebrity, which I assume is him, and he's going down. That's the rumor. I don't know.
I liked Portnoy yesterday being like, Beckham, absolutely no chance. Great guy.
Yeah, what was that about?
He also said that about Jay-Z.
Is there an inside joke about Beckham I don't know about?
No, they just
'Cause
know the
Whitney
same
immediately,
people.
Whitney immediately was like, yeah. I'm like, what am I missing? Why?
They all
Why?
hang in the same circles in Miami.
Who does?
Like Beckham is probably in with that Grutman guy or whatever that guy, that nightclub guy that Dave knows.
Yeah, but who the so what though?
Yeah.
I would never say about anybody.
Makes you wonder who Dave's protecting.
No shit. That was awfully fast. I was like, God almighty. I don't know.
No one's going to come out from this list.
You don't
Just
think
like Just like the Epstein. Who came out with the Epstein list? That was even bigger.
Well, they got P. Diddy, though. You're saying P. Diddy's Epstein.
No, P. Diddy's not Epstein. It's separate. But everyone was saying, oh, they're going to release the Epstein list.
Separate. Kirk,
Not
they're
the same?
They're different human beings.
No, but I'm saying they did get P. Diddy, though.
Yes, they did. But they got Epstein, too.
Right.
And then they were going to release all the names of his flight logs.
You get my point, Mike, or no?
I do. I don't know if Justin does.
He said, who's the biggest name who's going to be taken down by the P. Diddy? By this P. Diddy thing.
Right. Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, quote unquote.
Yeah, so I guess P. Diddy. They're going to take out no one else.
Oh, do you think Diddy's going to off himself?
No, I just think nothing happens from it.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah, it seems very strange to me. I don't know.
Although, yeah, I guess you are right. No other arrest. Like, it's Epstein, Maxwell. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, right. I mean, but yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Who knows? What else? Poor P. Diddy.
We did get a DM, though, that Shander is using the social media platform Twitter to pitch out his Shander Bet service to people. So it's he's trying to get subscribers.
What, he's using what? I'm sorry.
He's got a thing called Shander Bets.
Shander Bets.
It's a premium product.
Okay.
And he DMs people. So I don't know if any other minute. We got one from 1 minute.
Oh, what does he send them?
He sends them a DM and says, hey, good afternoon. I want to put an opportunity in front of you that you're probably not aware of yet. Stochastic and Odd Shopper launched a premium. Then he just goes into that whole thing. We launched a premium new thing. He goes through the entire rundown of what it is. And we'd love to get you to move over to use our platform. So he uses it to pitch. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no surprise. I mean, he's a fucking scam artist. Like he's it's what he is.
He literally speaks in nothingness.
Nothing.
Like, he
Nothing.
just says he talks a lot and says nothing.
I mean, it's like, I love the guy, but there's damning on Mutt that he's cast as like with this kind of guy. Like just a scumbag, just a thief, you know? I get what gambling, like, look, I'll do a DraftKings. I'm all for gambling. People want to gamble. I'm a libertarian. Do whatever you want. There's gambling, and then there's guys like this who are just there to literally just scam you.
Yeah, Mutt was put in a bad spot.
I'm sick of, why is there always excuses for him? Like, why? Bad spot. Do you agree with that, Dave?
No, I do not.
Bad spot. He could have said no.
He got a big opportunity.
Yeah.
He could have and should have, but he didn't.
He didn't put the bad spot at all.
Keeping some dirty secret that none of us know about, and that's it.
Who's that?
Mutt.
What's that?
It's so illogical it's so illogical to keep doing this show over Barstool that there's something else happening.
And I really thought the bomber, when he talked to the bomber, was like a 45-year-old, like fit.
Hot shot.
Yeah, this guy's been great to me. What's he done for him?
Nothing. And when Mutt talks about like his misfortune, like the bomber like laughs and like piles on.
Hey, loser.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh God.
Oh, did we mention?
Is he in next week, Mutt?
He said he's available 2 days.
Okay. Which days?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, let's do. Okay, as of now, we'll do Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll see after that. So book Mutt for Tuesday. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
I forget. Did we say about how he teaches his kids math? Did we say that on air?
Who does?
Mutt.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
Is there a collective effort in the
why do people
Mutmansky
talk
house?
like this?
People don't.
I know, but everybody in radio does.
I know.
Though. Why?
Yes, because we go to Saratoga every summer.
Oh, no.
And my wife, who's a teacher, agrees with me on this. It helps them with math. There's a math equation to betting, specifically when it comes to horses. And there'll be a big Breeders' Cup event here in a couple weeks in Mohegan Sun. We'll talk to Bomber about that. And I would say the same thing about on betting sports. You can involve your children, maybe not have them bet, but there is a way to show them with racing in particular. Yes, this horse is the favorite. Okay. You can bet on every favorite if you want to. That's fine because you think the favorite's going to win every race. When you do that, you will lose long term because the odds are.
That's important to show them.
Oh, good.
That's important
Thank
to show
God.
them. Yeah.
What's that, Justin?
Also, you need to tell your child. Doesn't matter if you pick the favorite or the long shot. Guess what? Long term, you're going to lose.
Yes.
You're going to lose long term.
But he says all that, and then he's like, "That's teaching them math. That's not math.
Has nothing to do with math. Learn math in school. God. And that's the other thing. Mud is a degenerate. Like, that is lost in it.
Yeah,
no?
right. He's proving it with comments like that.
Yeah,
I know that.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's just finding an example. The wife might be the problem because he says my wife agrees. There's no way she agrees with that.
No.
She's a teacher.
She's so sick of him. Can't even imagine. Ugh. What else, Justin?
You see this President's Cup like controversy sort of thing
What?
with Tom Kim?
Not a big deal. It's a week ago. Not a big deal. What else?
What do you think of the return of Mick to the social media world?
Oh, yes.
Bold in more ways than one. Bold in his Twitter type and bold in his. I don't really know with Mick. He just flies in.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what's going on. It doesn't make me comfortable for him when I see that.
He's mad at Dave now, Conan?
That felt like a bit. Like
Okay.
the thing with the picture?
Yeah.
I thought he was kidding around.
Okay,
No?
I never know.
No. There was some hater that like called me a cunt or something. And then
Oh,
he
yeah. What
quote
was
tweeted
that?
it.
Who was that?
I think it's just somebody who hates that like I talk Karen Reed.
Dave
My
Cullen is
opinion
a
on it.
cunt who has been purchased for pennies by the Karen Reed cartel as
That's
a
true.
pawn of Turtle Boy. We've
True.
all always
Put him in
known
jail.
he's a prostitute. Yet some of you twats keep tickling his balls to keep him good graces.
Great tweet.
It's a
Fuck
funny
off
tweet.
and die.
I agree with all that. Yes.
And
fine with
Mick
me.
quote tweets that and says, I honestly couldn't have said that any better myself. Bravo. Dave is a monster. This photograph tells you everything.
There's a picture
you
of
need to know
Dave holding a
about David
Montante
Cole.
shirt at Sacco.
Oh, that
But is he kidding? I don't know. I never know.
I thought he was kidding, Justin, though. I mean, a Montante
know.
Sacco, I don't think he's taking that seriously.
You
Even
don't think he's still slighted by that?
No, you both can be true, though.
I also didn't know what the picture was.
Yeah,
so.
you think he's like legitimately angry and uses that picture as his proof, Justin?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. No. Did you think so, Dave?
No, he's family, so I don't have any problems
That's
with
true.
it.
You're a
He's got
Mick
a
guy.
vent. He's got a vent.
He's back in flying away. Though. I don't know what's going on.
The uncrowned podcast king.
I saw that. Good for him.
Yeah.
Any other takeaways from Mick or no? He had like 20 tweets in a row. No, he like a
Moving out of the house. That was what. That was
Yeah, Christian kicked him out, huh?
Yep.
What a run! Is Christian moving in with the girl?
Yes.
Seems that way.
That's big.
That's pretty abrupt. Did he give him any notice? Just out of nowhere? He's like, you're out?
He's lived in his house for like 8 years.
Well, Pete pays rent, right?
I guess, is he moving in with his parents?
I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't get that far.
Is he coming in here, Mick, or no?
No,
He
we
hasn't
haven't
reached
talked
out to
about
us.
that. No.
No? Hey, obviously, welcome here. Whatever, if he's not comfortable, don't worry about it.
Well, I think he's saving it for his return.
Oh,
yeah. He'll have some kind of tell. Didn't he say he has a tell-all?
Beyond average is coming back.
It will.
Oh, good. Well, good. I always like that. It'll be good to hear, Mick.
Yep.
What else?
Did you make any of this whole like WNBA racist stuff? Even though that was kind of a weekend.
No, I didn't really care about that. I mean, I don't.
The Brittany Griner stuff was pretty bad.
Yeah,
She
it's
heard
just
racial slurs.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I just don't believe that. I don't believe people are yelling racial slurs at a WNBA game. Sorry. Yeah. Again, like I always say, I said it 8 years ago, whatever. Like, it's even more so in 2024, where every moment is captured on phone. Every moment. Yep. That one's not anywhere. That seems very unlikely to me.
Right.
Very unlikely. That's what I mean. Very, very unlikely at best. Yep. Yeah, but you can do that, and no one's gonna call you out on it. So,
right, the Red Sox thing was heard, right? It was on camera, basically.
What, the Adam Jones thing?
No, the recent one where he yelled the guy yelled the F word.
Oh, the player did.
Yeah,
he was mic'd up.
That's what I'm saying. He's like
sure, but
get that on.
But even like last night, like the Mets game was in Milwaukee, but they had like a thing at Citi Field, and you saw it. There were like 50 videos from the home run. They're all over the place now. You go to a concert, everyone has their phone up.
Right.
Actually impossible. I don't believe Brittany Griner. I'm glad we traded her for a massive arms dealer who's probably fucking funding people right now to their death. Great trade by the Biden administration. Jeez. What else?
You see Dan Rappaport, by the way, landed at Scratch Golf. Did you see that?
Yes. Yeah. Huge get for them.
It is.
Massive. Thrilled.
I support women, but I don't know. I find it hard to believe that Garth Brooks is a rapist.
Oh, that's your guy, Dave.
I'm just saying it. I
What
support
happened?
women, though. I support women.
What happened?
But I just don't believe it. This makeup artist is claiming that in a hotel room, he's very overly sexual with his entire staff, is what she's claiming, too.
That would be a problem.
Yeah, he's like making dick jokes and pretending things are dildos and shit like that. And then, according to her,
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
What?
I just
pretending what's a dildo?
I forget what it was. Something.
Was he tour with his wife or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Madly in love with his wife.
Trish Yearwood?
Yes, Miss Yearwood is what he calls her.
He calls her what?
Miss Yearwood.
Oh, he does?
Oh,
it's kind of weird. Well, maybe he is guilty then.
Well, I believe he
That's
cheated on his first wife with her.
That's maybe 2 steps away from Pence calling his wife mother.
That was the creepiest thing of all time. That is always weird.
I was telling Justin, I didn't know if you knew this, Mike. There's some comedian who thinks Garth Brooks is like a murderer. There's a conspiracy theory that goes around every couple
Tom
years.
Segura, I believe.
Yeah, that thinks.
Oh, really?
He thinks
Yeah.
he has, like,
Actually thinks it is a
I don't
bit.
think I think
It's a great bit.
But
if-
Garth Brooks does not play along with it. I know that much.
Yeah,
Not
no,
play.
it's not at all.
No.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chris Gaines?
Yes.
Yes. When he tried for like the Mets or something? What was that?
He did.
Fucking weirdo. He is definitely a serial killer.
He's a weird guy.
He's
huh?
gotten very weird. He's like continually getting weirder and weirder and weirder.
Where is he politically?
Definitely liberal, I think, even though he's country.
I think he makes a
don't
lot
know.
of positivity.
Just say you don't know,
videos.
Dave. You started by saying definitely.
No, because in my head I'm thinking
This
I've
is
heard him endorse.
What's that,
Democrat
Justin?
He said it was
before.
his heart.
Yeah, that's true, yes. What's going on at blindmike.net?
We were live yesterday. If you want to check that out, latest
Good.
episode of Why You Laughing is the great Martin Mull.
Oh, yes. Yep. I
And
listened to that.
the next one is George Carlin's Class Clown, is where the 7 Dirty Words originate.
Yep, of course, yeah.
And we'll be live Sunday morning at 10 a.m.
Nice. I saw yesterday was the anniversary of the pilot of Quincy.
Yes.
The first episode was yesterday ever.
Of course, I knew that.
Yes,
And we'll talk about it on Tuesday.
Oh, you're still rolling along, huh?
Yes.
Jesus. So yeah, go subscribe. blindmike.net, Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe right now. Please. Thanks for the Klemmeries.
Thanks for the Klemmeries is a good...
Yeah.
Because even if you don't like the person, you're saying thanks for the Klemmeries.
True. Klemmer's Croakers. No. Tim McCann says Chris Klemmer presents the final act. Not bad.
Chris Klemmer presents death.
It has to be Klemmer. That's part of his deal.
Yeah.
Be a Man guy says Klemmer's coffin.
It's not bad.
Klemmer's coffin.
That's a little extreme.
Huh?
A little extreme. In
Yeah.
terms of its tone.
Not bad, though. But hopefully Klemmer figures it out. God knows he's a creative guy, so they call it Klemmer's rat race. What else, guys?
I think that's pretty much it. Everything's small, dumb stories.
Yeah. Justin?
Yeah, that's it.
What else is going with you guys show-wise? Anything new? Any controversy? Any issues? No?
Between us?
Just in general. I don't know. It's weird you'd say it that, but just in general.
Well, there's been a lot of speculation between our working relationship. I've heard things, and I think we're
When?
working better than ever.
Who?
I don't know. Mike has alluded to it at certain shows.
I'm saying the last
I heard
couple of
it on the
weeks. I haven't seen you
network.
guys.
I haven't seen you.
Last weekend, I don't know. What's been
No, everything was good.
And behind the scenes going on. You guys working on anything?
Yes. We've been talking about I don't want to say anything. What?
Regarding what? In what world are we talking about?
Well, we were talking about something that happens at the end of the year that we need to start working on ASAP, so it's ready.
Well, Gus
as it
is
wasn't
working on
last
it,
year.
isn't he?
Yeah, but
You think Gus is doing it right now?
who knows?
This is his responsibility.
I think it should be left in his hands.
Definitely. We
I
gave him
agree.
another assignment.
Yes.
Whatever he turns in is what it's going to be. At the end
Correct.
of the
And
day.
no one should help him or anything.
Nope.
I don't think there should be a backup.
No. He said he wanted the job, right?
Yes.
He wanted the ball. So his tweets are weird, but he's taking this job very seriously. Huh?
And he deleted one and then put
he
the
did?
same one basically back up. Yeah.
So the the Gus wife Chicago is just a total lie.
What makes you say that?
Like that's just not happening.
Why do you say that?
Did he even go?
What do you mean? Yeah, he was there.
Did we see him that day we were there?
No.
I thought he was there when we were there, no?
He was.
Okay, we didn't see him, right?
No.
No, not that.
Oh, but he was at a White Sox game, though.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yes,
Like-
because he was going to film something. He was going to film Mincy playing tennis or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Do you think he's moving?
No.
Do you think he's ever going to move?
No.
I know.
So is he like a full-time Amazon employee?
I think it's like a
Part-time?
independent contractor type of thing.
I think he works full-time hours.
Good for him. I mean, that's a good job for him,
Yeah.
I think, if he keeps doing it.
Yep.
Does that mean the puff piece is that stopped, or I don't know?
It has stopped for now.
Okay.
There have been rumors that Gaming with Gus might be coming back.
Oh, good. So when he tweets out, say he has 142 packages or whatever, how long is that? I don't even know how long does that take. Yo, though.
I would assume 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
I think it's like you get paid by the package.
The shit's going to really pick up next few months, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna
Seasonally?
work-
I mean,
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. He's probably making decent dough.
Yeah.
Sure.
Good for him. Like, if he's working hard.
It is funny that he's like, I'll never be a mailman, a job with benefits. I'll do it for Amazon.
I know, a
who
part-time.
notoriously treats their employees like shit.
Psychologically, that's a thing about his dad, though, I think. Like, he doesn't want to.
I think he said that much.
Yeah. I mean, he's not that hard to figure out psychologically, I suppose. I shouldn't take much credit. Huh. But he seems like he's. Have you talked to him, Justin?
I talked to him the other day. Seems good.
Yeah.
Seems
How
good.
about Coleman? You talked to him?
Talked to him a little bit a couple weeks ago.
Did you see him when you were with Montante?
I did not. He was going over his buddy's house to watch some other game.
I
With
don't understand why you would just go to New Jersey to watch college football at Montante all day.
I assumed there would be some Justin bit.
Not for the show at all, right?
No, it was just
Okay. It's an interesting move. So what'd you do?
just watch college football. Drank
Just
and watched
gamble,
college-
or-
Yeah, gamble. Hit my picks.
How many nights you stay at his house?
2. I went there Friday night.
You slept on his couch?
Yeah.
For 2 nights?
Yeah.
Does that seem weird to you, Dave, or no?
I mean, the distance is an issue.
It's just weird.
But they're friends. What's this called? Like, they're good friends.
They are?
It seems that.
You're good friends with
Good
him?
friends?
I'm friends with them. Yeah, good
You
friends.
stay at his house for 2 nights.
Yeah.
You're not driving that far for just like an acquaintance.
You drove back on Sunday?
Yep.
Ugh.
Sunday morning.
Jesus. It's 5 hours?
It was like 4 and a half.
Have you moved back to your grandfather's?
No, not yet. I don't know. I'm keep pushing that off.
It's getting cold.
I know. I keep pushing that off. I'm like,
Maybe you'll never move back.
What's that? Oh, you think you might just stay there for the whole
maybe
year?
I'll never move back. Yeah.
Oh no, eventually I will.
Okay.
Klemmer will have to do a Bubba video.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
No.
That won't be long.
Man died of a broken heart.
That's
No,
true.
Bubba's gonna outlive Klemmer.
He died waiting on his porch for Justin to come back.
I give Bubba 50-50 to make it through the rest of this year.
Oh no.
How many days off will you need for that?
I'll kill myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Stop saying that.
he said it. You can't. I don't mean to be a dick, but you can't love him that much if you're not moving back. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
That's true. That's good.
Like if he's that level of love, you're not even going back.
You're not even excited to go back to him.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Hmm?
I see him all the time.
When did you see him last?
A couple days ago.
Yeah, it's not all the time. Like if he's your best guy, The last time I was here, Justin said his grandmother was his best friend. So
That's not what I said. I said she was my first best friend.
that's
Yeah, so
best
she
friend.
was. So she was.
She was at one point your best friend.
Yes,
That's exactly what I just said.
but she was not currently my best friend.
Was your best friend?
She was your best friend. I said.
Yes.
Then what are you arguing
What's the
about?
sticking
I guess
point?
I'm incorrect in this.
I understand. And has Bubba had any big dinners with his crew lately?
No.
No?
He's still.
We'll take a few calls, Dave. I don't have much time. We'll take a few calls if people want to talk to. It's been a couple of weeks.
Still scratching away, trying to get enough money to go out.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff D. Lowe says Megalopolis is 2 hours, 8 minutes without credits. Justin.
I thought it was.
No, that's not that long.
I'll tell you what. Minute of the year is there for the. I mean, if Jeff D. Lowe puts something together the next couple months, he could steal it again.
Sure.
It's wide open this year. Wide open.
Recency bias does always play a big part in it.
The prize this year, I can confirm, is going to be unbelievable to the winner.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Even better than last year's prize.
Wow.
I don't know. Do we have a prize last year?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, it'll be
Jeff got to do an interview with Menners, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
I saw Greg Poler was on with Menners, huh?
It was a good interview.
Was it good?
Yeah.
What was it about? Anything? Or I haven't watched it yet.
He ran down some of his, like the fact that he hasn't had a successful show in quite some time. That was nice.
Steve Reliatape
That does
says
sound nice.
in Clemormium.
Yeah, that's tough.
Clemormium.
Clemorium.
Clemormium. No, that's not good. That's a tough one. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I like the ideas, but there's no.
It sounds good when you think of it, and then when you try and say it.
What the fuck is Terry Francona doing? This guy's like half dead. What the fuck is he doing managing again?
Half dead in what way?
He's always sick. Yes, Dave. Why is he managing again? What do people?
He's
tell
doing
him?
much better now, apparently.
Okay. Well, I apologize then. These guys want to sit at their house. See how much money he has? Jesus. Let's sit there and fly to Minnesota or something on like a Tuesday night. I don't know. What'd you take on that, Justin?
If you're $20 million, if you're over 20, 65, just fuck off and go somewhere. Just chill.
You said it.
So I just said. You're right.
Yeah, Justin really put an exclamation point on it.
I say, just abandoning Bubba as the nights get colder is interesting move.
He'll be back. Everyone's like, okay, Bubba.
What is that there? What do I see? What do I see in the yonder? It's just a cloud, Bubba. It's just a cloud.
Justin's out getting fucked up with Montante. No, he's coming back.
He's watching college football with a 30-year-old. Uh-oh, what's going on here, Dave?
No, I didn't know if he tweeted the number.
I tweeted it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just tweeted it.
All right.
Yeah, it's concerning. I don't understand that. I thought you loved him.
I love him more than anyone.
A little more than your parents.
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
More than me.
Kirk, I love you a lot, but I love Bubba.
What?
I'd probably say I love Bubba. I love Bubba more than anyone.
You won't say it, though, will you? More than me.
Well, do you want me to say I love you, Kirk?
I'm your dad.
You're my daddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, no. I hate when he...
Come on.
I just like Mike's reaction.
Oh, God.
Why do you say it like that? Is that how they say it? That's true. Why am I even entertained? Poor Bubba. Poor guy. Was he just by himself?
No, he's got Bo Bonner.
Who?
Connor.
Oh, right.
I hate him.
Right.
I hate him.
Every time.
You went for it, Mike.
Every time. He bites.
Ugh. I thought Bo Bonner lived with your parents.
Nope. My other sibling.
Oh, he took your bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your sister is with you guys, yeah.
Maybe that's why Justin, firstly, he likes watching the sisters,
showers.
of course.
Definitely.
But maybe he's afraid. Maybe Connor's going to bully him if he goes back.
That's
to
true.
Bubba's. What are you doing back here,
Welcome back,
bitch?
pussy.
He gives him a titty twister.
Oh, Justin he watches those showers over and over. True or false?
I don't believe that's true.
I don't even know how you can watch someone shower.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. There's no way that's possible. I'm sure you've never considered the possibilities ever.
Yeah, but the person closes the shower, you know?
They do make really small cameras
Right.
now.
You know he just has a camera in there?
Yeah,
Interesting.
definitely.
He's got a P cam in there for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, load up, Dave?
Load up.
All right, let's go. We'll take a few. Get out of here. Hello. Callers are bringing it.
Go back to the queue.
Hello. You can identify the area code or something, Dave?
401.
401, you're up. This feels like it may be a you issue,
Yep,
Dave.
definitely could be. Hold on.
No solution to this problem.
Quite a mystery.
Everything is set up right.
I like this one. At a funeral home near me.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Calling hours with Klemmer. Okay.
Click on that.
This one?
Nope. Click that.
Boy, I'm glad. Why do these guys always...
Oh, there's nothing. It's all right.
It's a shame there's no. It's a shame there's no obvious pun. You know.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Can we do the show a little later on Monday? I just found out I have a doctor's appointment Monday morning. Can we do a little later?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do it a little later. We'll figure it out. Clemmer will be doing me on Monday night.
Oh boy.
Oh, how will Klemmer handle that one? That's his big. That's his like 9/11.
Okay.
We'll get to Aaron Andrews. Okay, we'll get there. Okay. First of all, he's #1 in Boston for 2 years.
How long is that video?
That's like 6 hours.
How many facts that I already know am I sitting through on that one?
He'll do it fine. Okay, like I know you people. You're right.
Thank you for calling.
Once in a while, I pretend to be him. Okay, fine. Fine. Yes, it's true. It's true.
But he did not own arguing with people. He's just ripping you.
The malls was mine. Is it? I mean, guys, are we building the fucking Eiffel Tower here? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're just we can hear it. Yeah, there we go. 401.
Oh, good. Oh, well.
System's
Thank
spotty.
God we figured it all out.
System's spotty.
Sir, don't worry.
I can't believe I had to miss 2 weeks of this stupid fucking show. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Sorry,
this
I'm in
is
the way.
Dave Cullen, partner account on Xbox and Radio Watch. Get a load of this on this day in 1961. Bob Dylan played a showcase at New York Carnegie Hall to only 53 people. The same amount of people can be found listening to Richard Lee on mornings on CLX. Send tweet.
I will say that is that Rich show might be the biggest disaster in Boston radio history.
You think?
Maybe. And by the way, Dave, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Did I tell everyone how it was going to go?
You did.
Verbatim.
Would you say it that way, though, considering no one's paying attention to it?
Well, that's the problem.
Right.
But the other thing is they blew up an existing format for generations.
Right.
And now we'll take another call. I'll explain it further. I'll fucking educate you people. Jesus Christ. How much time left on Earth? Hello. 2 weeks left to live. Hello.
All right.
We're
gonna have to ask
got
about
a
this.
couple names or a good name for the Klemmer show.
Well, we'll be
Can't
the
take
judge
credit
of
for
that.
it, but
Go ahead.
In Clemorium.
What's that?
In Clemorium?
Yep, we did that one already.
tried that, yeah.
I feel like I'm doing radio again here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, all right. So I'll stir the shit a little bit more. Why did Big Cat unfollow you?
Ooh.
Huh?
Big Cat unfollowed you.
I will say if somebody blocks somebody, it looks that way.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Well, that's all I got.
You're a real shit stirrer, my friend. You did it. You stirred the shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Dan, I guess is fine. Hello.
Oh, this would be tough.
Kirk,
Yes.
Mr. Minahan.
Yes, both true.
This is Senpai Doug, former assistant sensei to Sensei Nathan.
Oh, I forgot. Harry's old Sensei Nathan from years ago. Yes.
No, this is Senpai Doug.
Sure, I remember Doug. Yeah, of course. Doug's the guy you go to for like the smaller issues.
I hope you've mentioned that name.
I have some troubling news.
This may be a pretend. Although who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, he might be right. Yeah, go ahead.
Recently, a former student of mine, White Belt Hirschbaum, came to me in the middle of the night with some troubling.
Oh, I'm on a mood for calls. I can't do this. I'm not a call mood. Not your fault, but I can't do this. But the we'll try again next week. The thing with the Rich thing is like there's a guy like my age, right, who grew up his whole life listening to ZLX and like expecting, like it or not, make fun of it or not, driving to work. He's got his Colin Lane drive to work. It's W-Town into Boston, 42 minutes with traffic. You know you're getting fucking Bruce. You know you're getting Aerosmith. You know you're getting Led Zeppelin. And all of a sudden, you just put on one day with no idea at all. And Rich Shirley was talking sports with Ted Johnson.
Oh, well, not even doing that anymore, I guess.
Right, but I'm saying the first show.
Yeah.
So those guys who left that day are never going back to that. I don't care if they change the format again.
They're just like, oh, they changed. It's a sports channel.
And when they get home, their 14-year-old daughter's like, oh, Dad, like you can just do this on your phone.
Right.
Like that. Those people are never going back. They've blown up the entire format of the station for this show that is a failure with a guy who I told everyone is terrible on air. Terrible.
That's what's interesting. And maybe it makes it more of a. But when I think biggest disaster, I think would be talking about every day. It's just like boring. Like it's
Well, I think
what you expect.
I think people still talk about radio, probably. But to your point, like I don't think people talk about radio anymore.
Right.
But I mean, it is an all-time. And by the way, Rich isn't making a lot of money. I don't think. This guy, by the way, used to taunt when I first was on with John and Jerry. They'd make fun of our ratings all the time.
1.8.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing less than a 2.
14. Number 14 in the
Yeah.
market.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't realize it was that bad.
I'm telling you, I think Greg Hill's going to win a morning book next two or three books.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
11.9. to
Great book.
16.6. So
I mean, they got rid of Mutt and their ratings went up. That's a fact. You get rid of Mutt, your ratings go up. This show today is already our highest rated show in like 6 months, I was told. I'll announce it right here to help their ratings. I'm doing the show with Shander next Thursday night. Mutt's sitting out.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
It's very exciting.
Oh, God. Poor Mutt. Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, what do we have? Oh, did we do Babel?
Not yet.
Babbel. the language learning app that gets you talking. 10-minute lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts. Babbel gets you talking a new language in 3 weeks. Well, hopefully for me, about 2 weeks. And because talking is the key to really knowing a language, Babbel is designed for real conversation, wasting hundreds on private tutors is the old way of learning languages. BABBEL.com/KIRK. 60% off right now with your Babbel subscription at babbel.com/Kirk. Rules and restrictions may apply. 60% off at babbel.com/KIRK. 1 second. I got a burp stuck. How's the diet going, Justin?
Not great. Really hasn't.
You and Montante, like a lot of salads?
Oh, yeah. A lot of salads, a lot of seltzer waters.
Scene that must have been. How much does Montante drink?
He puts him down.
How much drugs?
No drugs, I don't think.
No?
Not that. Prescription stuff, but nothing.
Jesus Christ.
What are you talking Oxy? Like Oxy? What are you talking about?
Like Adderall?
Oh, sure. But he's not doing like weed or anything even? Gummies?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay. I thought he'd be like a gummies guy, no?
Yeah, he just has Percocets.
Yeah. He has a massive pill addiction. Huh. That's interesting.
No, he doesn't strike me as a weed guy, actually. Just more of a booze hound.
My thing is, I'm not saying I spent the day or I spent 8 days with people last week. I won't say how long I was there for. Everyone does that stuff, though, now.
The ganj?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Gummies and, I mean, whatever. You know me, I think it should all be legal, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys. What the fuck? Read a book. I saw one of these guys. Books can be your best friend. They didn't really believe me, so I don't think this gentleman knows how to read, but still. I don't know.
It's mincy.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Well, Mitch's not in it, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
Hey, with a list of the people in it, give me the list of you want me to do stock up, stock down?
Sure.
I'll do it. Give me a list of everybody in it.
Ryan Whitney.
Great friend.
Big cat.
Next.
Taylor Luan. As we
I gave you up already on him.
You already did Will Compton, right?
Dave Portnoy. I have the list here.
Dave Portnoy, same. Dave's the same.
Biz.
Great guy. Yeah, I won't do stock up stuff. I'll just tell you my impressions of them as people. How's that? And then whether they screw me, didn't I, no interaction, whatever. I'll just tell you whether I like them or not. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
What the fuck are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing.
Why?
Because I don't know.
You're a
Just
funny
'cause
guy.
We're teasing the show.
I'm not teasing the show. I'm doing it. I'm doing it the right way.
Okay.
No, you don't think so?
No, it's the right way.
Do you think I'm not?
No, you are. You are.
What's your take on this whole Chicklets thing with the goalie?
With Swayman?
Yeah.
I think they have all the right information. I think the Bruins, they're both kind of
Where
fucked
is Rinking It Up, your podcast on it?
Rink Shrinks?
Rink
I
Shrinks.
haven't heard them.
Is Rink Shrinks weighed in on this
I
yet?
haven't
or
heard
no?
if the doctors have weighed in yet.
Rink Shrinks.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Gilly.
Wild guy.
Interesting.
Wild guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wallow.
Nice guy.
Will Taylor.
Great
guy. I said Will Taylor and then Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb, good guy. Caleb leaving the company. Dave announced yesterday.
It seemed like he was like angry at you for that.
Dave?
Did I misread that?
I think Dave gets very tense around anything involving Surviving.
Yeah,
he would hate this conversation. Luckily, he doesn't listen to the podcast, so he won't know about it.
When you ask about Caleb's contract, he kind of started to, and then he's like, I didn't really like that we're talking about this.
I think Whitney said he's like, well, I mean, Kirk's on the show. Like, if Dave says to me before, hey, this is business sensitive, we can't talk about it, I might say, are you sure we might talk it out? But he never said that.
But even on the air, if he went like, hey, it's a little up in the air, I don't really want to talk about it right now because there's a lot of whatever.
Yeah. But I do get his point, which is like, hey, let's just say Caleb is in fact leaving. He's like, we're still doing these things. It still has sponsors. So I get his point, but just say it.
But he can answer it.
Correct.
Way,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Go ahead, Justin.
Roan.
Good guy.
Jersey Jerry.
Good guy.
Rico.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's Rico. He's Rico.
Okay. All right.
Oh, this
Terrence,
list,
I mean. Go
this
ahead.
list is fucked up. It says Kurt. Kurt.
Of course, yeah.
Disrespectful. White Sox Dave.
He's a unique individual in the history of the world, I will say. There's not many White Sox Daves.
Smitty.
I don't know why Dave hates Smitty so much. I know he did call him a Jew that time, I guess.
Well, he was celebrating.
Yeah.
It was Jew exclamation point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. It's celebrate. Yeah, exactly.
I always liked Smitty.
So he's a good guy.
Rhea.
Yeah, I think Rhea's fine. I love Marty.
Kelly.
Fine.
Okay.
Bree.
I feel the same way about Brie and Checker Friday I did 2 weeks ago. I will say that.
You call her Brie?
Right on the list.
This is Bree on the list.
Okay.
She may have connected me with somebody very important in my life who I may have spoke to during Surviving. I'll just say that.
Interesting.
Very as important as it gets.
Zach Bryan.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Justin?
Sometimes on Survivor, they'll be like, in the middle of it, they'll like bring in like someone from your outside world.
Hey!
They'll be like, oh, and they have to like catch it. They'll be like, their like mom or their wife or their kid.
I was driving down Dorchester in my truck. Roger Clemens, Bruce Hurst, and the rest. Castiglione. Castiglione. Bring me home. Castiglione. That's like the song Bruce, we did like a Fenway show, like he would like write like 10 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
Or somebody, just, I remember one of the shows he was at, he's like, he kept talking about the pesky pole. Clearly somebody told him about that. That doesn't look like a pesky pole to me. It looks like a normal. I'm like, no, it's not like a pesky. The man's last name is Pesky.
I did always think that was the double entendre, though. It was like in the way,
No, he hit it in the World Series.
I understand.
It's a man's last name.
I get it. But I thought there was sort of double entendre.
Oh, that pesky pole.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You could be right. But you and Bruce feel the same about that. If you ever meet him.
That's a good that's a good
It's
conversation.
great if he's like, Bruce would be like, hey, buddy, you want me to meet? And you're like, Mike's like, no. Nope, no.
But I do have a story for you.
We're brothers in this way. Huh.
Not that I can think of, but this pesky thing, that's connected.
It really is a pesky pole, isn't it?
It's in the way.
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
I always thought that's why they used that. I knew it was Johnny Pesky. But.
That's a shortened last name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know if I knew
that's
that.
true. Yeah.
That's who.
Call everybody Peckerhead.
That's
That's what Rob would always say, because it's true. A few times he'd be like, hey, what's up, Peckerhead? Which is a great old guy.
Yeah, it is.
Like an old baseball guy. Johnny Pesky seemed like a terrific guy.
That's who Lou Merlone. I've told this many times, I think, but that's who Lou Merlone texted me about from the WEI text line.
John Michael Paveskovich.
Yeah. Oh, when he died?
When he died, they talked about him for literally 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I think I texted in and said, I understand you were friends with the guy, but an 87-year-old man died.
There was a lot of
Let's
that.
move on. And Lou texted me back. I get a text that says WEI on it. And it's just like, you meant a lot to me. You son of a bitch.
He's 93.
90, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We did what's funny, so that was that Lou and Mutt?
Yes.
The show preceding that was Dennis and Callahan with Kirk Minahan filling in for Jerry Callahan that day.
Oh.
And like Dino, I get it, like John, but like they were like, and I was like, I don't have a single fucking story about this guy because Dino knew him forever.
Right.
Telling all these stories, I was like, yeah. I wish I had thought of you. Boy, that pole's pesky, huh? I had nothing.
But it wasn't a segment. It was the whole day.
As I remember, though, to be fair to Lou, I wouldn't have texted you, but like I remember that being a day where there was fucking
nothing going on.
Nothing.
Yeah.
When did he die, Jess? What was the day?
August 13th.
Yeah,
2012.
dead of summer. Like
Sounds right,
nothing. Like Patriots training camp, Red Sox. Like that was Valentine year.
No.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oof. Maybe one of the biggest assholes I ever dealt with, Bobby Valentine.
I should punch you in the nose.
Yeah. I remember I filled in for Holly with Glenn at Fenway, and I had read John Feinstein written a book about his entire life as a sports writer. He was very complimentary to Bobby Valentine, and the interview was about to start. I mentioned it to him, and it was the only time ever where somebody was like, Valentine goes to me, yeah, whatever, I don't care. And he turned his head. I was like, wow.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, so do I. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, well, okay.
You fucking dork.
Bobby, John Lester, how's the arm? And then he left, and Pam was she was basically the I don't know what Pam Ganley's role is with them.
He's PR.
Yeah, awesome. Like one of the nicest people of all time. I remember Bobby Valentine, because at the end of it, it got kind of confrontational. He was screaming at her in the cart as they were driving away. I was like, wow, this poor guy is snapping. What a hire that was.
Yeah.
What were you looking up, Justin?
I have the names of your giving.
Oh,
that's right.
Francis Ellis.
Good guy.
Robbie Fox.
Nice guy. Got $20,000 from Dana White for his engagement.
Yes.
She accepted days before going to Chicago for Surviving, which is an interesting move.
Huh.
Could be fine.
That's
Might have
pretty
won.
good.
But some people might have said, "What the fuck? You just got $20,000."
Well, yeah.
Well, hey, it's a tough game. I may not.
And
have.
as you say, that shouldn't matter.
But does it?
We'll find out.
That's the thing.
Megan making money?
Did not make me a single sandwich.
Well, it's a competition.
Did not make me a single. She could have drugged it though.
It's true.
You know,
would have been smart.
It's like that famous pole in St. Louis, the wacky pole. Just wacky. The goofy pole in San Diego.
Really goose pole.
Yeah.
It does.
pesky
It
pole.
works
That
twice.
pesky pole.
It's pesky. It's in
Did
the
you,
way.
when you were a little kid, did you think it was just a pesky pole, or did you know about Johnny Pesky?
I knew about Johnny Pesky pretty early, but
Yeah.
there was probably a time where I thought it meant pesky.
How is it pesky though?
It's in the way.
But that's
It is in a weird position.
It's in a weird position.
But all poles are in
Nah,
the way.
the Fenway one is. It's like
you can let a lefty can wrap it around
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah,
easily.
pesky. Like, you tweak it around.
That was a good swing. Thank you. Did you grunt? Good.
Mooby.
Exactly. I'm nice person, but like I don't like my daughter knows who she is,
Right.
which is why she's in the game. That's the thing. Like I'm not mocking it, but for me, I'm so old. I'm like I don't know. Do you know who she is on TikTok, Dave?
No.
Okay.
I've seen her, but I think she's from around.
They won't even acknowledge this competition. That's a good move. That's a good move.
Yep. Just stay focused.
Yeah.
Dialed in.
Go ahead, Justin.
Chris Klemmer.
We just talked to him.
Arian Foster.
Was it good?
I actually like Arian. We had a good time at the Ryder Cup. He's a good guy.
That was a good no answer on Klemmer.
What's that?
You said we just talked. You didn't say anything about him.
Well, he won. I'm
Just
not gonna
acknowledge
give-
we
yeah,
talked to him.
Klemmer, I will say, I think I tried to set him up yesterday. At one point, very early on, Whitney walked over to me. He's like, Klemmer is the most annoying person in the world. I'm like, he sure is. He just can't. He's the classic. He can't not say the last thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I knew kind of, but now it's like if you say to Klemmer, like, geez, it's anything. He's like, yeah, why'd you do that?
I know he's argumentative.
Yeah. I'm like, it's just not a battle, Clem. I'm just making an observation. It's not a big deal.
Right.
But I think Klemmer also wanted to let everybody know, like, I'm not Kirk's little brother.
And that's well, not even that, but that's your first taste of Office Klemmer.
Yeah.
Where you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw him in New York last year a little bit. But this is my first, yes.
You get the full.
Yeah, it turns out everybody is annoyed with him like we are. He's just a very annoying guy. But I can't help it. I like Klemmer.
Sure.
At the end of the day, I can't help it. Although Mike hated him at first.
I like him.
At first, he tried to eliminate him from the world. He censored him.
Yes, I did. I kicked him off.
Isn't that wild if I said to you 3 years later he'd be in a competition for $250,000 or maybe
Dave
more?
Portnoy.
Yeah, with Portnoy hating him. Like just unbelievable.
That was only 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, it was at least 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the list?
Yes, that's a list, and then there's the host,
Oh, sure.
Jeff D'Lo.
Good guy. Yeah. I blocked him on Twitter, but he's a good guy.
And then it says rules official Tommy Smokes.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Tom was very into it.
How about
Very into it.
producer Rob? How's
Who,
producer?
who Mike hates Tommy. But
I don't anymore.
yeah. Good guy. Very
I
nice
find
guy.
him
Very
funny,
funny. I'll tell you what, he's a member of. We spent every time I saw him, he would show me. He's a big member of the Scott Hansen Haters Club.
Is that right?
Yes. Sent me a great video of Scott Hansen. Like,
That's popular now, though.
I feel like I was ahead of the curve on that one, though.
I would say that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it was everyone blew Scott Hansen for years. Now it's popular to hate him. Finally.
He sent me a great. Where was it? Let me see. Did we play this before? Let me see if I can find it here. Tommy. Just going through his text. Congratulations. $250,000. Pancreatic cancer. Good luck with that. Let me see here. Okay.
What was that noise Justin just made?
What was that, Justin?
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Shut up, Justin. I haven't texted you in a while, Justin. It's true.
It's been a minute.
I hate that.
You hate that it's been a while since.
Well, I will say this. I sent Justin a text that I think he knows which way some winds are blowing.
Yes.
Fair to say?
Yes.
Do you know about this, Dave, or no?
I do.
Why would you tell him, Justin?
Trying to help.
Okay. So you guys know which way certain winds are blowing.
Yes.
Are you surprised or no?
Very.
Justin?
No.
You weren't surprised?
No.
Can I know?
You may not.
Damn it.
No. Not to acknowledge that the Pesky Pole is just because of Johnny Pesky.
Fine, damn it. I was a fool.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
I'm saying the odds of that being his name is convenient.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
No, you may actually be turn out to be right.
Right.
I'll look it up.
I think that's why it really stuck, you know?
Yeah. It's only 302 feet away.
You know what's sad is I think when I was a kid, they tried to name the other one Fisk's Pole.
Yeah,
that didn't really have staying power.
No. You have the clip?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Kingsley. Figure it out and get a drink.
What is balance for you? What makes sense?
This by the way, is a
you're getting
Hardo interview of all time. Rosillo, who's on my Hardo Mount Rushmore. We got his clothes on this time. Unlike the time he stumbled into that neighbor's house. Remember that, Dave?
Yep.
Interviewing. He's one of those guys. I told the Rosillo story. Jerry and I interviewed him. The Super Bowl was over. He pulled me aside. He goes, "I want you to know you're doing a good job.
Oh,
you're doing it. You're doing it right." I was like, "Thanks a lot, Rosillo." Jesus, go ahead.
to that witching hour and trying to give the best product people can
Yeah,
get?
that's a great question because I prepare my tail off for this. I look at it as like boxing, stick and move. Don't stand in there the whole time. Stick and move. If you feel like that tackle just happened in the Packers game, and then the next snap is happening in the Dolphins game over here, if you can get your comment in between that and that, fine. But you better be out of there by the time Tua Tagovailoa lifts his leg to bring Tyreek in motion to take that snap. Shut up and let the announcer who is there do the job with the crowd microphone available and everything. There are times when I have to talk over that.
God, he's just ego gone. Then there was one they sent me of him in like a car accident. He was like doing the play-by-play for it. You ever see this?
No.
Oh my God, Jesus.
He was doing the play-by-play for it?
Yeah, he was like all worked up.
Oh.
Very strange guy.
Okay, that's not great. But
Creep. DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Download. How you doing football this year, Joe? How'd you and Montante do the other day?
I killed it.
You did?
I did great, yeah.
Just one of those guys who always says he wins, though.
No, absolutely
really?
not.
Yeah.
No, it's not true at all.
Yeah, you just before the show, you said you won $100 last night.
I won, yeah, playing.
When's the last time you lost?
A couple weeks ago, me and Mark went. I lost $400.
Are you going to the Patriots game with Mark on Sunday?
I am, yes.
It's a sad scene, huh?
It should be.
Ugh.
You're betting enough to lose hundreds of dollars?
Well, Mike, that's fine. If you go to DraftKings Sportsbook, $200 in bonus bets, and you bet just $5. Only DraftKings, the crown is yours. Bet those touchdowns, DraftKings.com.
It's true.
DraftKings, the crown is yours. Bet responsibly, of course.
Yes.
Are you even bringing your terrible food to this game because the Patriots are so bad or no? Actually, that's perfect food for a bad game.
Hot dogs?
Justin's terrible food. That's like a great matchup.
Hot dogs are great. Nathan's hot dogs.
Nathan's hot dogs are good.
And the buns are good.
I've never had a Justin hot dog.
No?
No.
I don't think I've cooked for Michael before.
No, you haven't.
Weird sentence that is right there. Ugh.
Calls me Michael.
Yeah, just the whole thing.
Yeah, top to
shiver
bottom.
my spine right there.
Yeah.
Were you a kid, Justin or Mike or Dave? Were you guys did your mom, did you like to cut the hot dogs into the mac and cheese or no?
No. I
No.
wouldn't have
No?
Have you ever had
Oh.
spaghetti hot dogs before?
I like the smile I can hear him saying that with.
I mean, people used to put hot dogs in SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, it's not SpaghettiOs. You stick hot dogs with spaghetti.
What?
You take the hard spaghetti. You stick hot dogs through
And you
it.
cook it?
And then you boil them, yes.
Why don't you just boil them separately?
Yeah. Well, then you can't get the pasta in the middle.
Yeah.
But why would you want that?
To make them a spaghetti hot dog.
Again, though.
Why? Who made that?
I had them. I didn't have it regularly, but
Your mama make them as a kid?
You put multiple pieces of spaghetti?
Yeah.
Because there's no taste to it.
Your mama
right? It's just
cooked
like
this for you?
Yes. It's not.
Your mom's not a great cook.
My mom's a very good cook.
Okay.
He's making hot dog spears with spaghetti noodles.
It's not. You don't put them in the
All right, so I poke a hole in the hot dog.
No, you don't. You just take. So
I'm confused, Mike. So you put the hard spaghetti through the hot dog.
This is the hot
That's
dog.
how I
and
imagine.
then you boop,
This is the
boop,
spaghetti.
Boop, 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 boop. Yes.
Oh, and then you do the.
And then so it's like, and then it's boiled. So you.
What is it? Remember The Sopranos when AJ tries to kill himself in the pool and Tony jumps in?
Yep.
He had those Lincoln logs.
Yeah.
Before, what is that food? Remember that Remember the.
Ants on a log or whatever.
Yeah,
the
what
fuck
is
it
that?
I don't really know.
Is like mayo involved or no? Look that up. You know what I'm talking about? Because remember, he's all happy. He
Yes.
sees it, and he looks out, and
Ants on a
AJ's.
log.
I think it's ants on a log.
It's like celery with either peanut
Raisins
butter
or
crunchy celery topped with creamy peanut butter and chewy sweet raisins.
Yeah.
That's not great. Does that sound good, Justin?
I'm not a celery man.
Yeah. So you poke. So all right. So you have one wiener right here.
Yes, and it's the long way.
So you're just poking the holes in it.
Yep. You're
then
not poking holes. You're just taking the spaghetti and pushing it through. You're not poking the holes preemptively.
Gotcha. Well, you could, I suppose.
I feel like it would snap 90% of
That's
the
what I'm
time.
thinking.
No.
Maybe I'm not picturing this right. You're putting the.
No, I think. Sadly, I think you are.
So you have a hot dog.
Unfortunately, for all of us, I'm sorry.
Holding it the long way. Holding it the
Yeah,
long way.
a traditional like long
Right?
right.
Yes, and then you're taking
Taking it in
10 pieces of spaghetti.
an uncooked spaghetti
okay,
strand and just
Yes.
jamming it through.
Jamming it through to make spaghetti hot dogs.
There's the answer to the question.
But the spaghetti itself really doesn't have any flavor.
Yeah, why?
Like on its own.
why is that good?
Literally just.
Why can't you just cut the hot dog up and put it in the spaghetti?
But would you agree, Justin, if your mom said, "Hey,
because it's fun.
I'm boiling you.
It's fun.
Okay, I'm boiling you spaghetti with no sauce, nothing on it. Here it is, just plain. It wouldn't be that great."
That's how I eat my spaghetti.
I give up. They're all fucking bits. They're just all.
I don't like sauce on my spaghetti.
all fucking bits.
I like butter. Yes, I like.
Oh, butter. Yeah.
Well, that's
sure.
different.
That's you didn't. You could have added that.
That's different.
Well, what do you think I have on my spaghetti hot dogs?
No, but
Ketchup.
what I'm saying is,
Relish.
what I'm saying is, if your mom said, "Here you go, Justin, I boiled you spaghetti, no butter, no sauce, no nothing," it wouldn't be good.
I'd still eat it.
That's not what I'm saying.
It wouldn't be good. Correct. It
Right.
would just be plain spaghetti.
So what do you just play with the hot dog, the string
No,
of
you
the
eat it.
with holding the spaghetti?
We said he puts butter on
I know,
both of
but
them.
Yeah, how do you eat this?
Yeah.
First of all, you also make so you make a thing of spaghetti normally. Okay, so you make let's say.
Yeah, I'm actually getting mad now.
You make a pound.
Okay, a pound.
A pound. Well,
Pound?
Well, let's say it's
What are you,
for
working for the army?
It's not that crazy.
well, let's say it's for
Pound?
No, for a family
for a
of what?
family of
Family of
five.
20?
Oh,
A
okay.
family of five.
Okay, all right.
Trudels probably eat a little bit more than the
Sure, I
Mexicans do.
understand. I understand.
Or you make like a pound of spaghetti, but then you take more spaghetti, and then you make let's say there's 5 of us, you make 10 hot dogs.
But why is it fun?
Because it is.
But I know, but why? Like I know why a roller coaster. I don't like roller coasters. I get why they're fun.
Because then you can be like, ooh, spaghetti hot dogs.
You can be like, this isn't how you usually eat a hot dog.
Or it's also not usually spaghetti.
Yes, it's exciting. You're
But do you
combining-
play like I would think if you're a little
Excited.
kid, like you swing the hot dog around. You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Yes.
Like you hold them like almost like a fucking.
Oh, I assumed that he was holding him in.
No.
No?
Then where's the fun?
The fun is you're eating spaghetti hot dogs. It's
It
like
just seems
you ever see
unnecessary.
Stop saying
Have you heard of
that.
spaghetti tacos before?
No, Justin.
Spaghetti
Never
tacos are
spaghetti
fun.
tacos.
It was on iCarly, and they had fun eating it.
God.
You remind me of the guy who created that, Carly, Dan Schneider.
Hey, I think he was exonerated in that documentary, if nothing else.
It just seems to me like just the process of eating is fun for you.
Oh, process of eating.
Yeah.
It might be a top one thing of all time.
Okay. So you can, so we will be seeing you make spaghetti hot dogs then.
Very much so.
Today we'll see that. Some point this weekend.
Yeah, some point. I'll probably make it tonight and then put it out tomorrow.
Why not just bring a pound of it to Foxborough on Sunday?
Ooh.
I don't know if it travels well.
I don't think it stays well.
I hate cold hot dogs. I think cold hot dogs are some of the grossest stuff.
I agree with you on that. Cold pasta too. I know some people can eat that. I don't really like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Even cold pizza. I know people like that. Not my thing.
Depends on the pizza.
Yeah, I suppose. All right, so we're back next week probably. Who the fuck knows? We're scheduled to be here Monday and Tuesday. It'll be a little later Monday. Yeah, so Mike's here. Who's in this next week? It's Mutt.
Birdman on Monday.
Who?
The guy who goes and checks out birds.
Who's
Bird,
that?
Birdman.
Oh, the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yep.
Yes, his wife's the florist.
Yes.
Yes, he's a nice guy. Yep. Oh, good. Yeah, I saw him at
Saco.
He's a good guy. Remember him, Mike?
I never met him. I remember him on the
I'm
show.
just asking
yes.
if you remember him, Mike. I'm not asking you if okay.
I do
Why is everything so difficult with everybody?
I remember him on the
Jesus
show, yes.
Christ
I
almighty.
apologize.
Turning into him. God almighty. You want breaking news?
What's that?
When Survivor was over, everything was done, I ordered myself an Uber.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yep.
Sorry, breaking news.
I did a little.
So Klemmer spent the week teaching you how to do it.
Either way.
Yeah.
I went to Uber.com and did it my way. I did not use the app, but you Uber.com.
I don't know if that's ever been done before.
Even the site was like, what? Uber.com and did it. It's crazy. They'll tell you how long it takes and everything. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty interesting process. I think they're going to make it, those guys.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. Were you laughing at Dave's breaking news thing?
It was very unexpected.
Where'd you get that from, Dave?
That's Mark. Remember Mark and Sago?
Oh, is that that was? Let me hear it. Let me hear it again.
Sorry, breaking news.
What was the one he fucked up on? You remember? Like early on, he stumbled over something. He just blew through it anyway.
Lawyer Malloy.
Do you have that or no?
I don't think so.
No? Jesus. I did see a part, Justin, where you said Mark wants redemption.
He has an idea for a video that can be.
How about for Mark's next live show he does that?
I think this should always be a Mark video.
Well, to me, like redemption, like he made a big impact.
He did.
That's
I
true.
agree.
Like if he does like a competent video, who gives a shit.
And I don't think Mark needs redemption, to be quite frank.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, he's done it.
I think it was perfect.
Yeah.
What did was he there that night?
No.
What did he think of the reaction?
He thought it was perfect.
Oh, he did. Okay, good. No Anth though.
No Anth.
So it's just you and Mark on Sunday.
Yeah, just me and Mark. And then next week, Mark can't do it.
Who's going?
My father.
Wow. Getting the call.
Wow. The only 2 tickets?
We buy the tickets before.
Oh, I'd like to go, but there's only 2 tickets. No, it's
Kirk, I will pay for you and Harry to go with me and my dad.
Why would you want Harry there? What is that about?
Well, I'm assuming you
It
would.
seems very oddly thrown in.
I'm assuming you
Did
wouldn't.
you notice that?
Even if you can't make it, I'll pay for Harry.
Who are they playing next week after Miami?
I believe they're playing the Texans.
Oh, that'll be a blow.
Jesus. Ay. All right. BlindMike.net. Go subscribe. By Mike Project on YouTube, correct?
Thank you. Yes.
Go subscribe. Dave, anything you want to promote?
Nope. All good.
No. You got that? Are you doing that thing on the 18th? If I'm doing unnamed? Or 17th, I'm sorry.
Well,
18th?
If you want me to.
Do you not want? I don't care. I mean, whatever.
I would like to.
Yeah, that's
timing
fine.
wise.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. All right, so we're back Monday, I presume. If not, we'll let you know. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.